Hey there, Silver Tongue Devil here, and today we're playing on something a little different. Yes, it's the same old IDU, but we're on a Pico, and I can prove it. Room reveal! I'm sure we'll do lots more of that later on, but if you really want to, you can now go back and check out all the trash on my walls. So what are we going to be doing today? Well, I haven't got a profile. I'm back to a humble 0%. It's going to take me so long to get a profile up to 100%. Or is it? Now, the way that I would recommend starting, as I've said previously, is with the crossbow. However, I'm an old hand at IDU, for those of you who don't know me, so the bow I'll be fine with. The crossbow I would still recommend if you are new to the game because it holds a lot of advantages for somebody who is not massively experienced with the game. Now, the other thing that we need to have a quick look at as well is what achievements... There they are. What achievements should we be looking for? Now, I was going to pre-prep this, but then it wasn't going to be 0%. I was going to pre-prep this by literally going out there and dying 5 times. We will do that. The reason why I say to go out there and die 5 times, that unlocks the amulet bench. That then means that as you're doing your runs, your proper longer runs, you're more likely to pick up the amulet. So if you have it all unlocked at the start, you're more likely to get them. And we want to be getting the amulets as soon as possible. We want 1 of the 6. All of them are useful, but we want 1. The reason why I would say to get that unlocked first is easy. All you got to do is go out there and die. Anyone can do that and do it quickly. And then the amulets are timed as to when you can pick them up. And you can only pick up 2 over about a 24-hour period. So, but I'm not going to follow my own advice. If you are new to IDU, I would recommend just going out and having a walk, making yourself not scared of the game. And die 5 times, and then go. Because then you'll have this little table unlocked, and you'll be able to actually start unlocking amulets. Anyway, Pico 4, IDU, let's go. Right, sorry, I'll catch up now on chat. Hello, Ryan. Hello, Terry. And hello, Bass. And who else am I missing? Nope, that's your lot, and if I've missed you, speak up. I'm sure I'll make a comment. Okay. Lore shards. I didn't think they'd actually put lore into this version. So, these are a very important part of the game, and you should always... So, on. Now, let's see what we're dealing with. Now, the one thing that I will say with the Pico version... Look at this power that I'm putting in on headshots. The one thing that I will say of the Pico version is I find, as a vertical bow user, the bow is slightly off if I have it fired normally. I found that I can counter this by pushing my arm and kind of locking my wrist forwards, and then that gives me that little bit of height that I need to get my shots reasonably straight. It's a technique that I actually use in Siege of Heaven. For when I have to make a shot, I angle my hand forwards. So, right, how to play this game again? I actually haven't played for quite a while, so we'll see how we get on. Ooh, off a bit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but he's a filthy horizontal user, so what does he know, right? The one thing that I will say is... I might be back to liking the shard again, not just to do with the fact that I set up my IR caster. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. It's definitely different. Oh. It's definitely different. Or it definitely feels different. I've also got the disadvantage of having slightly blurred vision because of the fact that I've got my glasses on. And so, of course... I'm not used to wearing glasses in VR anymore, I would highly, strongly recommend lenses to go inside your headset. Just because, if anything, you can feel like a real boy. And when you game, you don't have to wear your glasses. That's part of my love for it. But you also don't have all of that moving around in your headset, and also when you lift the headset, either glasses falling out or risking scratching the lenses and all that other nonsense, because we don't like that. But yeah, it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. Now, hello Sean. So the one thing that I would ask, yeah, I mean, I'm not a horizontal player, but maybe I am on the Pico. Ooh, maybe I am. Maybe I am on the Pico. Yeah, like a real boy who can look proper. The one thing that I'll say is, I mean, I don't know what it looks like for you guys. I am finding it a little bit blurry, but I think that's more to do with my terrible glasses and terrible eyesight. So again, I won't make any comments on anything graphical-wise until I have got the proper phone. I also have that sound effect. I think we all do. I mean, I'd beg to differ. So, see, this is the thing is, what you are seeing will always look a little bit better. I suppose it's, again, I'm not going to judge it until I'm not going to judge the graphics on this until I have lenses in at my latest prescription and a proper nice front facial thing, because being able to adjust all of that and getting everything exactly where you want it and sitting nice is part and parcel of it. I also still have to work out the kinks on the IPD side of things as well. So, have we actually cleared the first section already? We bloody well have. So, tips. Yeah, we were going to do tips, weren't we? So, oh, look at this yellow. Oh, I feel so basic. Sharding, I'm getting back into. As I think I said, I'm finding sharding a lot better on the Pico, just because the tracking feels a little better. The lighting effects are always off. But yeah, they've brought that across. They've left the lights on. I can see it in there, I think. Oh, maybe... yeah. Yeah, it isn't actually Season 2. If it was Season 2, and I will be checking, I might add. Oh, God, that was wild. If it is actually Season 2... Getting used to the controllers as well. If it is actually Season 2, well, Barrage of Needles headshots would be back. Yeah, I know, right? It is... okay, it's Season 2 for the Pico, but it is not Season 2 build. First and foremost, the knights don't look like garbage. They've had their... And, like, the monks, straight up, don't look like brown smudges with bows and arrows. It's probably a bit much for me to take on right now. I was hoping it was Season 2 build, because then that means my precious Barrage of Needles is back, which would be awesome. The one thing that I will say is these longer headshots, I can... Oh, time to test. Oh, can you? Okay, I might be a bit close. I was just saying as well, literally just saying about the whole... Hang on. Literally just saying about the whole making sure you know where the center of your play space is. Hang on. Oh. This is what I was talking about with the camp thing. A lot of my shots are going up and right. But to be fair, I haven't played IDE for a little while. Ooh, we actually need that. Right, let me... Is my boundary still going off? I mean, you shouldn't be able to see it until I get to about here, right? Can see that now, yeah? Yes. Yes, I do. Well, there's a couple of things. There's a couple of things with that. Is as far as IDU's concerned, I haven't played for a little while, and I'm finding the controllers... I don't think the bow's off. I think the cant on the controllers is slightly different for the Pico. We've also got some stiff triggers, hence why I don't think my shield is popping up quite as quickly as I'd like it to. My grips are well worn in through... Oh, don't you dare! Oh, you did as well. Through constantly being used to hold weapons. I'm a grip to holder kind of guy. I'm doing a very good job here. I'm supposed to be good at IDU. But these are all the trials and tribulations of getting back into things. I mean, that shouldn't affect things. Shouldn't. He says. But all of my shots seem to be up and to the right slightly. And again, as I said, I think it's because of the cant. Possibly. Possibly. I mean, the thing is, you can kind of adjust for that cant and it will give you a better hand position. See if you... Oh! I can actually show you! So this is what I'm talking about when I say... Juggernaut, I'm the Juggernaut. So this is what I'm talking about when I say the cant of it. So I would normally hold like this. I would have the wrist straps so that I don't have to... You know, if I want to grip, I can, but I can let go. And then, so normally, my hand would be like that. That would be how I would normally hold it. And now what I'm doing with the Pico is that. So I am kind of locking my wrist out here. I have a straight arm, which I'm not a massive fan of, but it does work, and you don't have to over-tense it. So my hand kind of looks like that. The joys of the Pico. I can even show you how to stand properly. Later. So... Now, let's go and check scoring, because we are here for the testing. 19,685. Yeah, it's going to be a practice thing. Oh, that wouldn't work. I'm even trying. That wouldn't work. Oh, what? That? Possibly. Possibly. I mean, I'm used to doing that in Siege. When I'm at the peak of my game, I would do it. The difference is with the Quest version, it doesn't feel like it affects the trajectory of the arrow. But with the Pico version, I find if I do that and raise my hand slightly higher than what I would normally, the big test is me going to be going back to, because I plan on playing both. That's the whole point. Well, yes, of course, Sean. Don't be ridiculous. Of course it would. Well, I mean, I've been doing karate long enough to technically be an instructor, I would imagine. So, to be honest, I'm not even using slow time. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But yeah, I think it's a combination of a few things. Out of practice. Haven't played for a while. Completely new, fresh controllers. Not worn in whatsoever. Yeah, see, slightly off to the right, so I don't like... See, the thing is, you should try and shoot in a consistent way so that you are hitting your shots from as comfortable a way of doing it as possible. Whoever said having to, like, cant your wrist and straight your eye. Yes, he does. Weebs, you're still there. Steady. Everybody needs practice. Everybody needs to get their eye back in. Especially me. Look at these. Look at these ones. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'd hate to do any sort of physical exercise with the old... Yes, of course they did. That's why I give him a big welcome when he came in. You were late, Sean. That's already been done. No, it wasn't big. I just said, hi, Tim. I've been told you were on your way. Or to expect your arrival. Ooh. Still haven't got... that was a secret red one. So... this is actually going to give us quite an interesting way for me to show off and play, to try and put a lesson in here for not just new starters, but, well, I suppose new starters, but also old hands that haven't been playing for a while. Notice the range that I'm able to easily hit my headshots at. Well, that's how we score people. So keep it there, but then you want to start extending it. So now what I'm going to do, in famous silver-tongued devil fashion, is I'm going to start listening to my own advice. And I'm going to reduce the distance to where I'm comfy with headshots, and slowly start working it out. Because that's how you work your way up to the longer shots. And also, the other thing that I will say is, I've said previously about tracking. Yeah, I don't think there is any difference graphics-wise. It doesn't look massively different. But again, there's a little bit of blur for me, but that's my eyes. However, what you guys are seeing might actually be better. Well, kinda. It's a good idea. But yeah, if you keep the range at a range where you can hit your headshots like 90%, 95% of the time, and then slowly extend it out, that's how everybody gets to that long range thing. And this is the reason why, again, I push for people to start playing as soon as you can with the crossbow, because you don't need to play that way. You start short and you end short. Long range play with the crossbow is where you get to when you've been playing it for a very long time. It does. Ooh. I want to shoot those ones. If only they die. Tracking test. Pico 4. Go. Damn. Does it actually fly off? I know it used to. That was something that was quite funny. In the original one. When the bats were there to unlock Desolation, it just used to fly off. When I never play seated on anything bar strategy games, one of which I have been playing, but as far as a lot of Guardian issues that I've had in the past where you get stuck, you just basically redraw. You come out of the game, redraw your Guardian, go back into the game. And if that doesn't work, quit the game, redraw, come back in again. When you redraw... I love the ability to be able to do pass-through. It's amazing. So, when you redraw your Guardian, I play mine quite tight, but that's because I'm reasonably aware of the space that I've got to work with. But when you draw your Guardian, I would come away from the walls if you do, but I've been playing VR for a very long time. When you do your Guardian, it doesn't actually say on the Quest version. Strangely, it does on the Pico. And I'm not going to be like some shambassador for Pico. I will tell you the advantages and disadvantages of both headsets. But one of the things that Pico does say in the tutorial for drawing your Guardian, and I don't think it used to on the Quest, or it doesn't anymore, is touch the floor with your controller. That sets the ground level. If you don't do that, that will throw things off, guaranteed. Because I didn't used to do that to begin with, and I used to have a lot of, well, not tracking issues, but a lot of problems with height and height correction for characters. Me putting my normal height and feeling a little bit too short or a little bit too tall. So, on. Now, as far as achievements are concerned, I'm not really paying too much attention to what I'm getting. However, hello, you were quiet. However, one of the things that I do want to be trying to get is the 666 headshots. If I can get that straight out of the gate, it just improves my damage overall. And we like more damage because things die quicker. To be fair, if I could keep the damage at this all the way through the game, and then start racking in the distance, could probably do the same. Yeah, I think it used to, I remember it from the Quest 1, but I don't remember it from the Quest 2. Might possibly be an reinstall jobby. Should keep your profiles if you do that, but that's another thing to try, or easier, just wait for the next update. Oh, hello. So the one thing that I will bang on about as far as my terrible accuracy at the moment is concerned, and those shots are always quite difficult, never try and shoot up, especially at that sort of angle. One of the other things that I'm having to deal with a little bit is the grips that I have for my hand now. These ones, normally I would have cups that I then attach to my Pro Tube for what little I use it. And that's, again, I said I'm a VR princess. I am definitely a VR princess. This cup attaches into those to give me a gun stock, but they're magnetic so that they can just pop out. I use these all the time. They add a little bit of weight. If Echoin was here, he'd tell you that you can do what I do sometimes. You can actually hang weight off of the metal bits there to strengthen your arms or do whatever it is that you want to do. I'm hoping to get this same setup so I can put these same straps on here and get a nice feel between things. So, but that's something that I'm dealing with at the moment, in that my straps are a lot thinner. I'm used to having more comfy, more hand coverage. So these ones are AMVR ones that I got from Amazon, and I've had things from them. They're all right. They're a bit. Yes, Guardian History. That's another one. Yes, good shout, Keith. Yeah, but you can do that, but with magnets, most things like that are possible. So you don't need to get a specific thing sorted. So yeah, these are AMVR on Amazon, and they're all right. They do the job. They get around the problems that that the Pico's controller design has. In, like, it's very difficult to have anchor points with the way that they've done it, or rather, they haven't figured out a proper way to do it yet. However, the cups are now available that I'm after, and the hand straps are being designed as we speak. So hopefully I'll be sorted soon. Right, what we got? This aren't really going to help us much. But yeah, the problem with these AMVR ones... Yeah, no worries, mate. They'll be stinking by the time I'm finished with them, though. You'll be able to sell them on. Massive amounts. Don't sniff them, though, weebs, all right? So... But yeah, they probably will be going for sale, to be honest. But the thing that I find with them is they're just plastic. They're not, like, cushioned. Again, VR Princess. So... But they do the job. I probably have them, to be fair, I probably have them a little bit too tight. Maybe I should loosen them a little bit. I'm used to them really gripping my hands to the control pad. So, right, Anakin tutorial. Now, again, this is part of the reason why I say about the crossbow. Because with the crossbow, we can just sit next to him, riddle him with bolts everywhere you like, as close as you can. The up-close damage will take care of him quick sharp. The bow, you want to be doing it from back here, because the longer the shot, the more damage you're doing, and we want to be doing quick damage. Although it isn't really that much, is it? Come on, headshots, let's go. Alright, count that hand. A long time since I've done this. Should have probably taken wildfires. Actually, that's a point. We do need headshots. I know, right? Clickety click clicks. Well, if we'd have had wildfires, we would have probably taken care of him by now. Oh no, I know. No, they're not doing much damage at all. However, one of the things that we do know is that as far as achievements are concerned, this is not a very good tutorial. This is not how you should be doing him the first time you come up against him. Definitely not. But I just remembered that we do actually need lots and lots of headshots, so might as well, eh? So one of the things that we do know from when I've done this 0% challenge before is the things that upgrade the damage that I do to headshots. Ooh, nice jump. Is so many headshots in a row and inconceivable are the ones that do the standard arrow damage. That was awesome. It looked like Anakin pushed him out of the way. Proper nemesis. Nemesis the zombie. Hey. Haven't actually used slow time yet. Have one of these. Oh, we can check that now. 380. Right, hold still, pal. That was my fault. 380. No. Barrage of needles, still nerfed. I know they do. I've done it before. When I was constructing profiles for the tournament and for Runner, this is how I got my 266 headshots to increase damage. Oh no, did I do 200? I might have done all 666, you know. I know, it's very weird, isn't it? But there's barely any enemies. This is part of the problem that you'll have on these early stages, is that most of the enemies from the level are missing. That might as much be a achievement percentage thing, actually, Weeps. If you've started a new... Come on. If you've started a new profile, That one almost had my name on it. Oh, I will not be getting any PBs today. We could, yeah, do barrage and needles another time. Wildfire is probably going to be easiest. Need that life. Yeah, that'll do us. Now, one of the things that we will do here is what I know from my 0%. There are a lot of achievements in the game that don't update until you die. There are also a few achievements that we found out that update once you rest in Sanctuary. So I was getting achievements there for so many headshots in a row. And look at that, 60k. Woo! Some numbers. Where does that put me in the world? Oh, almost top 100. Look at that. So, there you go. Let's quickly give Weebs his 5 minutes. There he is. Look, number 12. Look at that, Weeble. Get in there, mate. Well done. Be ready for 13th, though. That's all I'm going to say. So, we are looking at the achievements, and as I say, some of them are going to take effect the moment that you unlock them. Most of them won't until you have come back to Sanctuary or saved and quit the game. On the Pico, probably. On the Quest, maybe. We shall see. Let's do some little adjustments, because what I'm dealing with at the moment isn't as comfy as I think I could make it. But again, I haven't spent a lot of time in the headset. I think the facial interface is going to ruin me, but that's a me thing, not a normal thing. So, just not used to wearing glasses in a headset, unfortunately, and you have to crush them up pretty quick to get decent eyes on things. So, what's the achievement that I am looking for? Harbingers. This one, this one, this one. All of these increase bonus your headshot bonus damage by 40, 680, and 120. Now, I got those as we were going through Purgatory, but you'll notice that the amount of headshot damage that I was doing was not changing. And the reason being is because although these are unlocked, they won't actually work, or at least this is true on the Quest version, they won't actually start coming into effect until you leave the game and come back in. However, there are achievements such as arrow upgrades were the same, but there are other achievements such as increasing your life base and I'm trying to think of other ones, and adding new arrows to the game. You need to die within your run for those things to start happening. The reason why I know this is because I've run from the start of the game at 0% on a new profile all the way up to 80 odd achievements, and I think we got as far as like cycle 5 or 6, and I saw nothing but Winter's Bite, needles, and wildfire, because those are the 3 arrows that you start with, despite hitting the conditions for unlocking all of these, because we actually have the ability to unlock an arrow right now. It's a great arrow. I think the volume position is actually better. Yes, but not all. I like where the volume is. I think that's more... I don't know. I don't find myself brushing it when I'm trying to like take off the headset or anything along those lines, or adjusting it. What is the volume like as well? Can you hear? Obviously, you guys can hear. You can probably hear the clicking of these because these are not worn in. These are brand new. So they're very clicky, but hopefully you shouldn't be able to hear much of the game through. So on the Pico... I know, right? Pico fanboy, right? Hey, it's just another... It's another headset. It's an alternative. It's... The one thing that I will say is there's a lot of design... Oh, he's gone. Thought he disappeared a bit. Thought he'd been taken up then. There's a lot of things that have been learnt from the lessons that the Quest 2 has been given since its initial launch. And I think they have been taken on board. Like, for instance, I think the colour pass-through is fantastic. Yes, they've possibly had to splash out on a slightly more expensive camera. That's very fast. How am I supposed to react to that, What a prick. So you'll notice now, headshot damage has gone up by, well, I'd say 80% or 120%, but that's only because I know what the percentage numbers are. Yes, I know, but we have taken damage, so I might as well carry on for now. But I don't need anything to kick in just yet. Let us... Now, which way round was it? It was... kill a frozen... Damn it. Oh, yes, thank you, Weebs. It was right-hand side. It was that, then that. Now, that took me a while to work out, and basically what you have to do, that is to unlock Pestilence, for those of you who are new to the game. Not a great arrow, but it does have its uses. Early game. And the way you do it is you have to freeze an enemy. An enemy only technically counts as frozen in this game if they are taken... Thank you. Oh, because we all need Divine Sight, Tim. You're quite right, though. We'll do that now. Whilst I remember. Now. Ah! I was going to try and go through him. You can do that. Anyway. So... Done. Hey. I missed the teleport shot, the crucial teleport shot. So yeah, as far as Pestilence is concerned, frozen in this game is when the enemy is taking tick damage. If they are taking the blue numbers from Winter's Bite and you then hit them with a wildfire, you will unlock the achievement. If the ticks stop happening, if the ticks from Winter's Bite stop happening, then that means that the enemy is no longer frozen. I'll demonstrate. That's probably easier, isn't it? Where's an enemy when you need one? A regular enemy. So, she is now frozen. We can tell because there are blue numbers bouncing off of her. That is tick damage. That's how much damage she is taking per second. That's why we call it tick damage. Now, technically, as far as the game is concerned, she is now not frozen. She clearly is, but because the tick damage is not happening, if you was to hit her with a wildfire at that point, it wouldn't count. Yeah, Divine Sight times 5, that's a doozy to get. That's going to take some time. We'll probably go straight on to Desolation after this, you know. I was going to quickly run through the game. Notice how the slow time button's coming out now. Bloody Cupids. I think it looks better on the playback, but I can't really say yet. I'm finding it quite blurry. Or not quite blurry. I'm finding it... It's basically because it's not as comfortable as what I have with the Quest, but that's not down to any difference between the Pico and the Quest 2. That's down to aftermarket parts. So I should have changed the full thing, the back of the head strap and the facial interface at the same time, but I just got the back part with the Bobo because I was waiting for Pico's one to come through. Shot's getting a bit better though, don't you think? Kind of have to at the moment. Need those headshots. Yeah. Yeah, whereas, so, but therein lies the problem that I have, Weebs, is because I can't, although the sweet spot might be bigger on the, you think it's bigger on the Pico? Oh, I suppose it would be because of the pancake lenses. Finding that sweet spot on the Quest I find quite easy because I've got all the little creature comforts that allow me to adjust it exactly how I want it. Whereas on this, it doesn't feel quite like that at the moment. But again, as I said, this is all aftermarket parts and something that a VR princess like me needs. So, but that will be my next purchase. So, trying to see, is it because I've got it riding too high, maybe? But then there's also the fact that I wanted my initial impressions to be as clean. I don't do first impressions video. Hell, I'm not the guy to do a first impressions video of IDU either. But with a new toy, you know, figure people might want to hear about it. So, well, I don't know. Sometimes I'm a bit of a princess when it comes to VR attachments, I'll tell you that much. So, but yeah, if it's coming through, I mean, I haven't changed anything stream-wise. The one thing that I will say is I changed it to 1-to-1, so I was quite happy to see the settings in the menus for Pico. The one other thing that I will say, I've complained in the past about, let's see if they've put enemies in here, in this completely unused area, especially for the Pico. Oh, no, that didn't feel good looking down. That almost fell off. Right, that needs adjusting. Don't mind me. Whilst I adjust, you can have a look around in my room. This is a feature I really like. We'll have a look at all of my posters later. My game that I have with these disc plates, they're metal posters. The game that I play with my disc plates, or game the way that I like my disc plates, is I have scenes and posters and various bits and pieces from movies, and I judge people based on what they can guess, based on what I'm showing them on my posters. Hey, I had to check just in case, Tim. You never know. You never know. They might have added it. Pico exclusive. Enemies in the unused assets area. Ooh, sneaky one. But yeah, I've got lots of... I'm sure we'll go through that and I can judge the calibre of you all based on what you collectively guess what film the scene, poster, thing, reference is from. I hate posters that are like aliens or Predator all over it. Ooh, didn't even go in the shop. Didn't even go in the shop the first time. Right, we do need a blood of the lamb. We'll do that. This is actually an achievement, so we kind of need that. And I was going... Basically, my plan is I was going to keep on playing until I got the 666 headshots, because that's a good one to have. We should have got the distance one earlier. Let's try and get it on a Banshee. What a bad idea this is. Oh, hit the staff. Sounded like it hit the body. Oh, please stand still. Please don't shoot magic at me. Please stand still. That's purple. Might be out of range of that. Oop. Well, that's probably not going to work then, is it? We're going to have to use a knight. Should have done this. I have a technique for getting the long distance shot, which should be or the inconceivable, or arrow of God, or whichever it is, which should be achievable by anybody given time. Not this level. No, I haven't. Damn it. I do. It's aliens. Aliens has always been my favourite movie. I'm hoping for Alien Isolation in proper VR and for them to add multiplayer and it to work exactly like Alien Isolation, where your survivors run around after the thing that's trying to kill you and you can't kill it, but you can use your friends as the distraction, like, you know, roll a little Coke can over to the locker that your buddy's hiding as you leg it down the corridor. That's the kind of game I want to play. So, but yeah, but my favourite film would definitely be Aliens. I mean, I've got loads of favourite films, so it's loads and loads. They're all over my walls. Oh, for that job. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and construct... there's any monks? No, there's no knights. If there were knights on this level, we could construct the level of headshot, distance of headshot that we need to be able to unlock the achievement. But we're not going to be able to do it here, not with these enemies. It's going to be a nightmare if I try and do it here. So the one thing that I am finding as far as the tracking is concerned is I don't have to... I think I started saying earlier that I developed a very fast draw so that I could maintain tracking as best as possible for when I'm playing things like Siege of Heaven. Being able to put those big scores in. Consistency and being able to hit those headshots is how you do it. And, way steady. And what I found is that by drawing quickly, it gives it, and straight, obviously, it gives the guesstimation system that the Quest 2 employs less time to get it wrong. With the Pico one, I think it's done differently. There's obviously cameras in different positions, and the tracking rings arguably work better than from what I've seen of other games that I've played. Hello. Oh, we do need to start doing some of these. Hey. But I am finding myself being able to use the shard again. It's reasonably effective. But I was finding, to be fair, that's not the Pico. I was finding that with my changing setup. Oh, those are terrible arrows. That was also a terrible arrow. If anything, the Pico's making me... I mean, I don't really see a lot of difference, if I'm honest. But if you guys are saying that it looks better, then happy days. The one thing that I will say is it's more powerful. We know that. It's... And maybe, again, I can't be a judge of it until I've got proper lenses on, because my glasses, my actual glasses, are not as up to date as the lenses that I got for the Quest. I don't think my prescription changed, but it changed a tiny bit. So I'm now using my older prescription glasses that aren't as good as my lenses. So that might have something to do with it. They're fine for everyday use and work. No, that's... I mean, normally, though, you would see an image that would be comparable, at least, to what I'm seeing. One of the things that I did see, which is an option in the settings... Oh, I could try it out on you guys. Well, providing it actually changes. It might not change until stream. Let's give it a whirl. That's what we're here for, isn't it? Right, hang on. Need to make sure. The one thing that I do like... I mean, there are quick ways to do it on the Quest 2, but the one thing that I do like is these buttons that you see here. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, yeah. Hang on then. So that's not actually paused. Interesting. Cheers, Pico. Cost me alive. So normally when you go to this screen with the Quest, it would actually be paused. Instead, you have to use the actual one. Ooh, settings. Ooh, we got skins. Yes, reinforced bow. Let's go. Don't even know what I got that for. Oh, probably beating Anakin. Let us have a look. Now, the setting... So now that we're actually in the pause menu, the setting that I want to check is... I still need to have a play around with this as well. So, see if I can get that right. But again, until I am uber comfy within the headset, I don't think there's much point of me messing around with a lot of these things. So, let us... What did I want to try? There was a setting that I saw when I was messing around within the settings. Will it let me without closing? See, that's a good thing as well. Let me do things without closing the app. There we are. Where were we? Eye protection. Ooh, that's a cool feature. That eye protection, I believe that is the anti-blue thing that everybody raves about these days. So that's quite cool. I'll keep mine off. Yeah, I think I'm not 63, I know that much, but that was the closest that I could get to it on the Quest 2, and I suppose I've kind of got used to it. Maybe my eyes have closed together more, so I now have the beady eyes of a shrew as opposed to what I used to have. This I'd need to have a play with as well. Adaptive brightness. Now, where was it? I don't know where it was. There was here we are. There was a feature, single eye view for recording and screenshot. I suppose I can look and see if this changes anything. Does it look any different? It might be only for recording, but a lot of the things that you can do. Oh, let's leave it on that a second and see what we have. Because this is the interesting stuff for me, playing around with settings all over again, trying to get it somewhere like it. Now, this won't change anything for me, but it may change things for you. Now, I think that setting might be for if people are watching me doing something within the headset from a headset of their own, which, as I understand it, is a big thing that Pico are doing and leading. So yeah, maybe it's like the equivalent of recording a 360 video or a video in 3D or something along those lines, maybe. But I'll play till the end of this bit and you guys can tell me if anything's changed. I don't know if it did. I thought I did this previously and had a look and I couldn't tell the difference, but it might be something for me to do in the future that I have to use specifically. So one of the things that I will say is there should be, unless it's within the netcode, there should be no reason I can't play Desolation whilst streaming. And I haven't been able to previously, and I've struggled to do video recordings with Desolation because of the fact that IDU adding Desolation really pushes the quest, like ridiculously so, like to the line. With the enemies, with the environments, with all that jive. Anyone notice any difference then with that setting change? I'm not hearing any gasps or wows, so I'd say it probably hasn't made any difference whatsoever. Don't know where those ones come from. Or maybe I've managed to turn off a setting. What? Nope. Yeah. So maybe that's something to do with, as I said, me being able to record a thing within the headset and the way that it is pumped out to people who want to consume it a different way. So, but again, that's something that we might be looking at in the future. For now, though. But it does, however, it does say specifically screenshot and recording, not live streaming. So, but then having said that, if I'd turned that on, you would have my mic audio in the live stream. So, screencast or external voice. That's one of the things I was going to talk about. These are the screencasting settings. You got your eye view. I assume that changes dynamically for you. Okay. So yeah, so you might get a 3D streaming. Thank you, Robert. I figured as much, but that's something for another day. So let's carry on. All these extra buttons. That one. Well, they're not extra. They're just in different, slightly different places. It's one of the things that was reported with these straps that I got. People were saying in the comments about them that you can sometimes find it a bit difficult to manipulate the controller. And do we need that? Probably no. Manipulate the controller and the buttons with them on. I haven't found that problem yet. They also said there was a lot of pinching going on. I haven't found that problem either. So maybe they had childlike hands, potentially. I'm not finding them amazingly comfortable, but yeah. It's one of the actual problems that I've had with. That's more to do with my editing. More to do with the editing side of things. Oh, really? Okay. See, I've got to turn. I'm incredibly aware of the fact that if I have the volume too loud, well, let's test it. Because you guys said that you can't hear anything at the moment, so I'll put the volume up to maximum, and we'll see what comes through. My fear is that my microphone will pick up too much of the in-game audio, and you'll get that doubling up. Say that. Sorry, hang on. Let me see what. Ooh. Can I read that? No, not really. I don't know if you guys can. Probably not. No, I can't read that. Still have to lift the headset up. Ow, my eye. What was that? Eye recording back to one. What I know is more blur. Yeah. Pop it on for. I'll do Gabriel with it. God, I wish there was some give on this foam. Proper VR princess. I haven't got the forehead for it. So. Alright, what were we doing? We were going to go this button. Yes. And oh no, we need to pause it with this button first. Then we need to press this button. Yes. This is it. Settings. Oh, I've got the same as well, but none of you guys sound like you're like behind me. I've got ear conduction on for listening to you lot. So, whispering your sweet nothings. That one. Okay. I'll try a little bit more head movement, see what you can pick up. But yeah, if it's specifically for recording in 3D, then I don't see it being a problem. So a couple of things that I will say about the Pico is, from a streaming point of view, as much as I hate content creator words and various bits and pieces, I have to accept the fact that I am streaming, ergo I am a streamer. So as far as that side of things concerned, I said previously about screencasting on the Quest and how I believed the Pico was inferior because I'd only seen it once. The difference with the Pico is once you have the IP address, it works a little bit differently. It's kind of like a little bit more bare bones than Oculus's casting, if you've ever done that. And this also affects like you just casting to family and friends and showing off VR, because that's what we all like doing. Is it the same, is it? Yeah, I figured as much. I'll change that back then in that case. But thank you, Al. I like the testing. Good man. So, that way. Oh, no, can't have that up whilst trying to select. Oh, no, because I don't want to be doing that. Silly. Wrong settings. So, what was it under? That one, and that one. Keep recording when screen is off. Wish I could get rid of this, but I suppose I need something on. So yeah, on a casting point of view, once it's all set up and done, you can, one of the things I really like is I can start with the headset on, I can press a button and hung up, ready for me to use. There's me pointing, I can show you. So if I've got my headset on and sat here, where my phone is now, to keep that on charge whilst I listen to all you guys, I can have it on over here, be getting everything ready on OBS, getting everything done, dusted, up, running and sorted, and then I can press cast on there and go straight in. And I don't have, and it doesn't keep on stopping and starting. It just carries on going, whether it's broadcasting or not. And then obviously when you pick it up and put it on. So these are little things that I've noticed that the Quest 2 version has a problem with. Like, for instance, I have to change settings within SideQuest to be able to lift my headset up and have a look at my phone, just in case chat lady does a really bad transaction. Hello, Donald. And does I'll show it all off proper later in the after party. So we'll play guess the poster. So if I make it that far. So if thought I was being denied. So as far as the casting side of things is concerned, long and the short of it is I'm finding once you have it set up, I find it easier to start going and get casting from somebody who does this quite regular point of view. Off you go. Yeah. Go on. Don't act up just because we're on the Pico, Gabe. Now, fucking get over there. Jesus Christ. Such a prima donna. Right, this side. So, yeah, the casting side of things is easier. One of the other things, Weeble, I don't know if yours does this or not, I assume it's a feature, is I feel like almost a breeze on my eyeballs. Is that a thing? And I kind of like it, because... Ooh. Let's get this sorted first. Ooh. And this side. So yeah, I find... Yes, there is a fan. So not only is the thing more powerful, slightly, and has the pancake lenses, which are arguably better. I can't see it yet, but again... Oh, that's a good one. You loved it. So, there's a little fan inside that assists with the cooling, and I can feel a slight breeze inside the headset, which is A, quite nice, and B, makes me blink. Now, it's one of the things that I have never talked about before when I've talked about growing your VR legs and being able to, or steadying your VR legs rather, being able to play in VR for extended sessions. This is something that I've been training up to do, because now I have the ability to stream infinitely. Well, then I kind of need to start streaming longer, which is the plan, and covering more and doing more. And it's going to be longer sessions as opposed to more streams, because at the moment I'm doing as many streams as I really can. Maybe one extra a week, we shall see. So as far as the headset is concerned, because you're getting that slight breeze, I'm finding that I'm actually having to blink because it's kind of drying my eyeballs out a little bit. Now, normally you'd think that's a bad thing. One of my biggest problems when I first started playing VR is I wasn't blinking enough, and it was causing me all sorts of issues. Straight in. Damn it! Didn't cancel. So, and yeah, not blinking enough in VR. And I don't know why you don't blink as much, or I don't know why I don't blink as much, or if that's a real problem for VR users the world around. But if you're not blinking, then you're doing yourself a problem. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, I've got the battery capacity to do so now. I would rather do so on the Pico than the Quest, because I know that there's a fan which will at least keep things cool for those extended sessions. So, but, right, and here we are in the abyss. Let's get this done, and then we'll pass. I'll have to check the achievements. Yeah. But then that's the thing, is because there's the little fan, I feel like my eyes are being dried out for me, so that it's kind of forcing me to blink, which, believe me, is a good thing. Unless you're a PSVR 2 user and you're playing that, what's it called, game, where you're not supposed to blink, or else the things get you. Wouldn't be very good for that. Tell you what, that's twice now. Very rare to see that. That seems to have happened twice in the, well, same game, definitely twice in this one. Across two different worlds. Where are you? Yeah, it's a weird one. I don't know why I don't blink very much, or don't feel like I blink enough in the headset, and I feel like I get a lot of eye strain that way. And then with the little fans going in there, just yeah, shame. Banshee mine. Don't even need it. Yeah, have it. Ooh, right through the neck. That's a headshot too. So ideally, we want to get our 666 headshots. I know where I'll get it if I don't get it in this first run through. It should technically be easier to get it without. See, these are the skeletons that you might be talking about, Weeble, if you're still watching, or I don't think he is, but if he watches back. Skeletons like that, that should be a Black Knight. However, it is not a Black Knight because I haven't got Black Knights unlocked in this profile. And that is another one that will not adjust. Oh, or did it? Or did it? I can't remember now, my 0%. I can't remember if Black Knights ever showed up. I think they did, actually, with a just automatically, if I remember rightly. Come on, there we go. Oh, through the legs. those seem a little easier to hit. I always find those headshots quite steady. I just find those headshots quite difficult. Like Abyss Monks as well. There's a lot of Abyss Monks here because I haven't got the other monks unlocked. So the Abyss Monks take their place in the Abyss. Probably makes the level harder. It's not that there aren't Abyss Monks, but you would never fucking see 3 in the same bloody corridor. These would give no players a nightmare. And of course, the problem with Abyss Monks is they have a particularly large health pool for the player at this sort of level anyway. So they're always going to jump, which will make them quite difficult to deal with. And as I say, that's because of the percentage of achievements. Alright, let's see. Forgive me, I'm still playing around with trying to get this thing where I want it. I haven't quite worked it out yet. I think it's, as I said, more to do with the facial. Yes, yeah, there'll be Skeleton Warriors will replace the Black Knights and Red Knights, I think. And Abyss Archers will replace some of the others. There are some that, because of the percentage of achievements, just simply won't spawn. They just won't be there. But then this is the other thing that I'm between the 2 headsets that I've got as well, is because of how the Bobo works, maybe I've become a bit of a Halo VR princess now, because that's what I've been spending a lot of time in playing the new Stellaris game, that Lost Signal. Good game, by the way. I found it quite enjoyable. I don't know if it'll be one that I'll stream. Decent amount of content. I think I've almost completed it now. And I haven't found it particularly difficult, but it's a good strategy game. However, well, I'm still out to town on Ghost Signal, I think. I mean, as a strategy nerd, I think Eternal Starlight. I think Eternal Starlight is... I mean, it's a different kind of game, but there is a roguelike elements to Eternal Starlight. I think Eternal Starlight is better. But again, I'm somebody who likes, like, big capital ship combat with fighter support, and I suppose the Stellaris game isn't trying for that, although it's got elements of it. I really love the rogue element, though. I think I will have to stream that one. I think some of you will enjoy. I know Norb will like it. It's a decent little strategy game, and it's quite involving strategy as well, where you have to press buttons to do things. It's good. Oh, you are here. So there will be some additional ones of these as well. Oh, shoot. Forgot. These I could use to farm headshots from as well. Although they don't count for points or gold, they do count towards kills for specific achievements. So I could use those to farm various arrow kills on. As long as I don't kill the mama bear, then the abominations just keep coming infinitely. A good place to do that is the pit. Or a better place to do that, rather, is the pit. Where are you? I can hear them. See, I haven't even played Stellaris. What's that? The abominations or the... I don't know what these count as. I can't remember if we said these counted as headshots or not. I know they don't count as headshots for the purpose of scoring. So... Wow. It's a high percentage. Yeah. Yeah, I figured you meant them. I can't remember what the conclusion was with the headshots on those, although they are a head and there's nothing else to them. And although they count as a full headshot within Siege of Heaven, they definitely count as headshots. So yeah, on the Stellaris conversation. Woo! There we go. Now the eye's in, possibly. No. I don't know if you guys are actually watching or not. One of the things I'm kind of experimenting with is how slow I can draw the arrow, whether I have to be as quick and whether I have to be as precise with my anchor point to get my shots off. And I mean, again, it's just neural memory, muscle memory, whatever you want to call it. Getting my positioning together. But yeah, Stellaris, I don't enjoy full-on real-time. I like a bit of a break. I like my empire management to be done turn-based, and I like my combat either turn-based or, even better sometimes, real-time. Like Total War. I love the Total War franchise, as I think I've said many and many a time. And because I've done the real-time strategy game and played lots and lots and lots of things like Command and Conquer, and I just like the whole sit back, relax, build your empire, and then when it comes down to it and you have to do your fights, well, hey, look, I'd be a bit of a boring streamer. Silent stream when? It's not even possible, Alan. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. So, I think we're done. There. Let's go and get a pit done. Come on, agony, 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 agony. There we go. Now, why do I want agony? Yeah, exactly. You're all talking to me, if that counts. Pretty sure that counts. Ooh, here's something that I need to try, and I'll have to report back to Super Bright if it works. I don't think they were, though. We remember a time when summoners used to regenerate. I think it was like beginning of season 5 or beginning of a season. Check if they do. Sure they won't. It's one of the things that I see Indy do on his streams is he has the speech to chat lady in the background of his stream, so you can hear when things are being read out to him. I'm not a fan. I can see why he does it, or maybe it's just, I don't know. I don't know why he does it, actually. Can't see why he does it. But, wait, whoa, fellas. Oh, what was that? I'll never know. But yeah, it's, I don't know if you want to hear how you guys are read out to me. It's, weird, to say the least. Maybe. Well, no, but that wouldn't make a difference. I still don't know why he runs it through his stream. I think it's because he does it through his computer, potentially, and not the way that I do it. Because I do speech to chat on my... Oh, right, okay, yeah, that's probably what you meant. But then... It's exactly like that. But then that's the thing, Vega. Weird good or weird bad? And weird good or bad because of what you're used to in my stream. These are the questions. I don't know. I don't mind it either way. I don't know. I don't feel the need to do it, so I probably won't. Now, this is a fantastic... Oh, incredibly jackrab. This is the area that we want. These count as abomination kills also, as I understand it. Yes, they definitely do. So I've unlocked other achievements based on these. Each one of these headshots does not count for scoring and does not count for gold. So if anybody's thinking, oh, what a great hack to get to the top of the leaderboards, that's how they do it. Well, then you're wrong. But they are good for milking headshots. Let's get the rest of the level cleared out now. One of the things that I wanted to test is technically, with this being a more powerful console, I don't see it changing. But could we break that? Have they broken or allowed the coding to break the rule of 17? So you guys might have seen, I doubt it, because that'll be part of the coding of the game to facilitate the software. But I don't know if you guys can keep seeing it, because you said earlier that you could see my Guardian when it springs up, which normally I wouldn't like, but it's actually quite useful in this regard, because you'll then see me make little micro shuffles. And the reason being is because I'm trying to find my mat again. I don't quite know. I need to turn that down a little bit because I've pretty much just moved around this like that. And I try and keep a foot here. I hope it pauses when I do this. Let's test. Yes. That's good. Now, talk amongst yourselves. Hello, Kicking. Talk amongst yourselves whilst I get some headshots farmed. So, this is part of the reason why I was waiting for, or wanted this pit. Because you can definitely get 2 summoners here. You can't get any summoners in the other pit. Possibly not. Although it would be... I'm always in pyjama pants, mate. I never leave the house, is my problem. Oh, we might be able to get our unconceivable. Oh, we will be able to get our unconceivable here. Let's... As someone was saying previously, it is very annoying that you don't get any sort of feedback or update or data as to how far you are through this achievement. I remember this achievement taking me a very long time to get the whole 666 headshots. Obviously, I didn't know this. Or I didn't know if this counted, rather. It's probably the other thing. Or the more accurate thing. See those ones that are walking up there? They're all going around the corner and despawning. This is how I was able to break the rule of 17 previously. See if I can do it again. It might work. So what they're doing is they're going back around there and then coming around. People have said to me before that they've had problems with the enemies stopping spawning at this point. Or stopping spawning at some points. A lot of the time that's because there isn't space for enemies to spawn in. I mean, actually you need to be hitting headshots. And yeah, 666 in one. It'd have been nice to have some sort of note as it was going, and as I say, I remember it took me ages to get it. It was when after I'd been playing Siege a lot and first started playing the game. Because there's literally no point of me ending this run until I've got it, because I've got so many at this point now. Yeah, but oh yeah, instead of the after party, it's the pajama party! Woo! There you go. The things you can do with a Pico. It's mainly streaming benefits. I'll tell you one of the other things. Here's a benefit. A regular cup. I mean, it's not a regular cup. It's a very big cup. But I can drink from cups. Can't do that on the Quest, or at least you can find it very difficult to. But because the Quest has got a lot slimmer and lower slimmer profile at the front of it, you can actually bring a drink to your lips and drink it without having to, like, crane your head all the way back, like you have to do with the Quest. Like, cans of Coke and Quest 2 do not mix. That's not coffee, that's tea. And yes, I know it looks dark, so it might be a coffee. That might be as much of a pasture on this thing as anything else. I do like a very strong tea. There are people that I know of that I cannot stand, who I'm pretty sure they basically boil a kettle, put the water into the cup, wave the tea bag over the top of the cup, and then put milk and sugar in. That is not a cup of tea. That is hot, milky, sugary water. I brew/stew my tea because I like the taste of tea. It's a very British thing. I mean, British though. So, you know, look, it's the one thing that we're known for. Yeah, British. Yeah, all the British. Yeah, see, I do the same. I have less milk, more strength. It's less milk this way, more strength. Ooh, tell you one that I've been experimenting with that my dad put me onto is the big cup that I've got. No, you're completely right. I am totally racist. No, probably a bad word to say on the. I am totally against people who would brew a weak tea. I've seen like the whole, like, you know, get the tea bag, put it into milky cold sugared water, and then put it in the microwave. Oh my god! Yes, prejudice against the weak tea maker. Against people with weak tea, indeed. It is my right, for I have this outrageous accent. Come on, achievement. Maybe I've already got it. Yeah, you want it super strong. Right. Been here for what feels like an age, so I'll do the rest on Annie Kim's. Yeah. So, good little scoring tip-ish. And we might even be able to get the long-range arrow shot. So if you can sit on the side here. And this is Yeah, of course, Sean. Of course. So, we want to be... yeah, strong tea. Oh, yeah, that's just it then. You're fine. You're fine in my books as long as it's strong tea. So, what we're after here, believe it or not, is the headshot. But I'm purposely aiming over to make sure I get it. Because they've only got so much life, especially at these cycles. These shots... God, this is taking a lot longer than normal. Oh, bollocks. That's me rushing. Now, let's change that. Damn it! Don't worry about that one. We wanted that one because he's a bit further away. Great tutorial, Rob. Well done. So, what we want to do... This is a good scoring tip. I'm trying to get the inconceivable shot. Come on now. No! Yes! There it is. That shot, as much of a blunder as I made of it, isn't as difficult a shot to make as you would think. I believe that would have been Arrow of God. Is that the top one or is Inconceivable? I can't remember. I think that was the second one. Or is it the... Might even be only be in the first one, I don't know. We'll have to have a look in a minute. Because we'll be going back to unlock all the bits and pieces ready for... Yeah. Oh! That's... I know, right? And we're the weird ones. The one that I was going to mention with Earl Grey is I have a bigger cup, so I do a double. I do 2 tea bags, and one of the combinations I've been experimenting with is an English breakfast tea with Earl Grey. My dad put me onto that combination of tea bags, and it is fantastic. Hey there. Silvertongue Devil here, and in this stream we're going to be discussing various combinations of tea bags, not arrows. No, that's the IDU stream. If that's what you were after, you're in the wrong place, partner. Ooh, summoner over here as well. I have no idea. There are times in the past where I have known what's going on, and it's kind of NDA and confidential information. If I did have that, I would hint towards it. However, there are no hints here because I do not know anything, unfortunately. I hope so. I hope so. Like, I mean, we can go through the possibilities of what that... Because I've seen the post as well. Now, as we know from previous posts, we know that Super Bright are working on another game. We don't know what it is. That we know. That's a given. We all assume that it's IDU, but it might be a completely different IP, or it might be something completely... Stop it. Out the blue. The thing is, I'm usually really good at getting information out of Beanie. He is a terrible liar, and I am very vigorous in my interrogations. And yeah, all the skulls. And he doesn't usually last very long in front of me, and also he is always really keen to tell me when there's things going on or various bits and pieces, when he can, obviously. And I've heard nothing from him, so again, I don't know. But we can run through the possibilities. The possibilities are IDU2. Another possibility is In Death Unchained specifically for the PSVR. Now, I don't think that one is on the cards, and the reason being is because they've had plenty of time. They'll have had plenty of time to do it, and if they have done it, then they've blundered it and they have completely missed their window. Can you imagine how good In Death Unchained, but redone for PlayStation 5, or even In Death Unchained 2 would have been as a launch title for PSVR. Oh my. So yeah, for that reason alone, I don't think that's what they're working on, because it would be out by now, and it would have taken things by storm. Who, me or Beanie? I don't work for them. I assume that's Beanie. Oh yeah, definitely. Beanie can't say nothing. Oh, I've quick smoke. Oh, whilst I'll tell you what, let's play the game. I'm gonna have a quick drink. Better pause though. Hang on. I mean, yeah, exactly. I would have done exactly the same. Right. Smoke break. Hello, Travis. You've joined us at just the right time. Live room reveal here. So, these are the kinds of posters that I like to get that have, like, for instance, can we see that glorious canvas that my brother got me from a charity shop, would you believe? Don't know how well that comes through, but that's obviously Alien versus Predator. The Predator has a tumbler of possibly whiskey, some kind of cognac, and the Alien is playing chess with him. Now, one of the things that I will tell you about this picture is there is a massive error. I'll leave it up a little bit, and if you want to have a look back later, if you can't see it, I'll tell you later. All of these boxes, every single one of these boxes are board games. All of these boxes are also board games. Some of them are still in the cellophane. Again, I don't know how well you can see it. John H or VR Faffing would be having would be loving this, but I've got everything from Warhammer 40k stuff, of which I'm a complete and utter massive nerd. King of New York. Lots of these are Kickstarter projects, like the Bloodborne card game. I have an entire Alien vs Predator collection there. Nemesis, Imperial Assault, Rising Sun, and all sorts of... I'll go through all of this at some point. But these are my... I do have a board game. Well, this used to be my business. I mean, it kind of still is. So, but there's loads. I need to have a tidy up. So, but these are my posters. I'll have a quick glance, and then you can obviously go back and have a look and tell me. I mean, this one, again, how well you can see it. Like shining on that too badly? I don't know. This one should be relatively obvious and easy. How's that working? How's that? Do you guys have to see the boundary? Probably. But this should be relatively obvious and easy, but this is what I like to do. This is Starship Troopers, just in case you didn't know. But it doesn't say that anywhere. And that's what I like from my posters, that it has a visual and you'll know it if you know it. Like, for instance, you'll know what that is if you know what that is. But if you don't, you don't. And then we've got a few over here as well. Do the dots show up in the... Yes, they do. There we go. There's a few there as well. Might know one or two of those. And then there's like crossover ones. There you go. Dungeon Mayhem. One I would highly recommend, Betrayal at Baldur's Gate, which is the D&D version of Betrayal on House on Haunted Hill. Betrayal on Baldur's Gate I haven't played, but I've read through various missions and various bits and pieces. It works the same as Betrayal on House on the Hill, which I've played extensively, and it's a very good game. But you need to make sure with the Betrayal series that everybody who is playing knows what they're doing, because anybody can be cast as the villain at the end game, and if you have a crap villain, it makes for a crap game. Right. actually supposed to be streaming a game here, not showing off my room. Is that just me then? I see people stream Pico stuff all the time. Like Mac does it all the time. And I love looking around Mac's room. So. Very interested, intrigued, trying to find every word that I can that isn't just nosy. Now, what we are going to do, let's have a look at our achievement situation. Wow, what's that? Well, it didn't stay up long enough for me to be able to see it. I've never seen that before. That was a tutorial. It was going to tell me how to spend gold. Now I don't know how the what. Anyway, so Pico, this is the new headset that I've got. This is the Pico 4. I was generously given it by the lovely people at Pico and ByteDance. So this is actually a freebie as well, which is very cool. And I've also been promised pretty much the library, so I can play whatever I want to on here. I have got I don't know how much I can say. There is a very big title that's... I didn't see it, if I'm honest. As far as Pico's concerned, I would wait, Sean, until it's out in your country. Because the thing is, like, I got mine free, okay? I would go as far as to say, but again, my opinions will change and develop. I would go as far as to say, if you are looking to get into VR now and you are not already playing on a headset, Pico is the way. If you are already got a Quest 2, the problem that you may have is that you have a very large library, and so that makes the Quest 3 the next logical option. So I suppose my point is, Pico is what you want to go for if you haven't already started investing in VR or you haven't bought very many games. It is just better in nearly every way that I can think of, and especially in some important ways. You can do more on a Pico 4 than you can, but we are so close now to that next generation. It's yeah, as I said, I've been given mine for free. And if someone was watching the stream now and thinking, like, well, what do I do? And again, I know Mac and Chewy and possibly Indy as well will mirror these feelings. Between the Quest store and the Pico store, yes. Sorry. Yes? No. No. Between the Pico score and the Quest score, no. Quest 2 to Quest 3, I don't see why not. Because you're able to do so in Quest 1 to Quest 2. What they might do is be cheeky old developers and charge you extra. They've been doing that with PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5 games, but I think they got a lot of pushback on that and stopped. Various upgrade editions where it's like, dude, you haven't upgraded everything, you're just charging me an extra tenner. Hello, Rico. Hey, look, Rico. Check out what I can do. Full body live reveal. Full room reveal. Because we're on the Pico. For a change. So, yeah. A little bit different, isn't it? It's the one thing that I will say, which again, I know you don't stream at the moment, dude, but I definitely find it an easier experience to stream with. It's a little bit more, terrible pun, it's a little bit more streamlined. You can see my face everywhere. There should be no... It should be the same library. There should be no reason. They did it with Quest 1 to Quest 2. They just upgraded the fidelity and quality and then launched it. And then just made it compatible. If it uses the same architecture, there'll be no reason why you can't. To be fair, if they don't make my Quest library backward compatible with the Quest 3... All Quest 3 backward compatible with Quest 2 and Quest 1 games. That's a deal breaker. I am out. I would be completely out of the Quest world. Now. And yeah, if you want, if you really fancy looking at my ugly mug, there are plenty of interviews on the channel of me with the likes of Beanie and LG and Big Smith and Tiff as well. Doing an interview, we did a couple of interviews, and I was on a webcam there. The only reason why I don't do it here is because, like, do you really want to see my jaw waggling away whilst I'm playing a game? We're here to play the game, not look at me. I have considered doing the full body tracking side of things, or putting it in the bottom hand corner, but it's just, Rico will tell you, alright, it's just more faff. It's just more editing. It's just more mucking around. And yeah, if they make it easier, I might do it. But it's just one more, for me anyway, at the moment, it's just one more layer to add to editing, and one more thing, more importantly, to go wrong. Well, yeah, but the thing is, Rico, you're beautiful. All right, I'm not. So, but yeah, for me, it's the I don't know. I'm here to play the game. You can see what I can see. I don't think you need to be able to see what I'm doing to be able to, like, I don't think you'll be able to recreate what I'm doing. You need to learn to manipulate these things on your own. And, you know, as I said, we got the next best thing. Now I can show you around my room, and if you really want to, I can look in a mirror. So where did that guy go? There was definitely a guy there. No, he was not. So, yeah, it would definitely be, and as Al said, yeah, it would. Where is that Cupid? There he is. Woo! It would definitely be a deal breaker for me if I wasn't. It's the one thing that will keep me clinging on to Quest. Or clinging on at this point now, it's getting to the point where I need to have both. Because there's only 2 on the market, and at least it's possible. So. But there are. I was way too close. There are also potentially things in my future that will be very much Pico specific. So, we shall see. Won't change anything for the channel. And I'll still be doing what I'm doing. Just, hopefully, what will turn into a little bit of extra work. We shall see. Oh, right in the eye. But yeah, I'll, as I said, as far as it's something that I would want to do before I start doing things like, because I'm sure everyone would be interested in a comparison video between the Pico version and the Quest 2 version. But I've played IDU on the Quest 2 a lot, and I have barely started on the Pico. So unless there is a massive, massive difference, and it is hugely perceivable, that's not a video that I'm ready to do yet. Hell, as people have asked me before, oh, why don't you do a review? Why don't you do a review of In Death Unchained? If anybody would be able to do one, it would be me, right? No, I don't think I'm qualified. And I've been playing this game for 2 years. Oh, well, maybe I am qualified. I am definitely biased. So that doesn't make me a good candidate to do reviews. And because of the depth and time that I put into games, again, I don't think it makes me a good candidate to do reviews on games, because if I'm playing it a lot, it's because I like it, which then means I'm biased. So, catch 22. I play the games too much, so reviewing is probably not a thing for me. But then, I don't know. I feel like I don't have to. If I'm playing a game and I play it more than once, that should tell you exactly what you need to know. There you are. 1, 2, 3. I thought we had 5 for a minute there. Here we are. So, God, that was rubbish. The real test for accuracy, well, once I've warmed into this a little bit, would be, of course, Siege of Heaven. And we do need to go and check the boards over there at some point, because I don't know of any names on those leaderboards. Might be a whole bunch of different people that we've never even heard of. Hell, they might be getting even higher scores than we are. You never know. Thought you'd gone behind. Trying to farm headshots. Steady. Oh, he almost got you. See, look at that. That's the one thing that I do find is... Oh, it's only cycle 1. This is 0%. This is a 0% profile. And we're just unlocking achievements, and I need a profile. Now look at this. Look at that cant. Maybe I should adjust my bow accordingly. Now, is it affecting shot? Don't think so. No, shots are still bob on. Oh, maybe. Yeah, no worries, dude. No, we're still in... Still in Cycle 1. Oh. Oh, and hello, Cynthia. I thought I heard a new name. Oh. Yeah, we're not going to be doing high cycle, not tonight. Although, having said that, better actually check that one. That one. 78%. Okay. So we pull out our Bobo battery. We take another one. I like to cycle them. So I'll put the one that I'm going to use to the front. I'm going to enjoy watching these back to see how garbage quality this is, because it doesn't look probably as clear. Oh, where did I put the actual one? There you go. This one is full. Slam that in, and we never have to stop streaming again. But yeah, the pass-through is incredibly clear. I think on the view, doesn't come through like that on the screen. as it does in the headset, but it's still so much better than the Quest 2. So it's the one thing, as I said. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Well, yeah. Well, here is the problem. In the flesh, so to speak. I am, unlike you, apparently free. Now I am stuck in VR. I always knew this day would come where I would get batteries and the ability to cycle them and then start streaming and never want to come off. I'm genuine. The only time I usually come off is because I run out of battery. That's why we started doing the after party, so that I could use what was left of my battery, because I usually run my headset down to death. Now death never comes. The cycles just go on and on and on, even within the stream. Yeah. Hello. My name is Robert Sutton. I may have an IDU problem. No, I've literally had to start from 0%. I don't even have a legend rank yet. So, yeah, we're at legend rank level 0. The thing is, does that spur me on to play IDU more and start competing? To be fair, it's not low-hanging fruit, but people are at tops of leaderboards over there, and I can go and take that off of them. But why? What does it do? I've done that before. I've been top of leaderboards before. I don't feel the need to do it. More importantly, I can help them achieve by just saying, no, I ain't got the time to do it. I might have, but then they get to keep it. Yeah, this is Super Bright we're talking about, right? This guy's probably incredibly loud. Let me know if it's drowning out or whatnot. Nobody drowns me out. Except rubbish settings. Trying to go for a little raz then. Yeah, well. Whew. I can go forever. Good. Come on, stop. Oh, he's behind me. But yeah, so hopefully when the guys and gals at Pico come through, I will have a wealth of games to show off. Some that are on the Pico, some that are not on the Pico, some that are on the Quest, some that are not on the Quest. Ooh, we might have got it. Nope, that was laid them to rest. God damn it. What are you doing here? Oh, that one's going to be a tight one. Breathe in. Could have used the shield, but a lot more dramatic that way, right? Stay there. So yeah, once I've got this account unlocked, I've been promised all the games. I can tell you that there is a certain game from CM Games that is coming to the Pico very soon, and I have been granted access to something today. I haven't had a chance to have a look at it yet, and it didn't come with any like do not stream this or warnings or anything, so I'm going to have a word with CM Games before I do anything. I am of course talking about the amazing Into the Radius, and that comes to the Pico, and they've actually done things to the Pico version and made use of the power from what I've been told, or made use of the extra power. So that should be interesting. And yeah, there'll be a lot of games, like for instance, as I understand, understand it, Saints and Sinners Retribution, because it's basically on a mobile phone, is still not going to look as good as it does on PC VR. However, technically, it should look better on the Pico than it will do on the Quest, because more powerful. Again, we shall see how good a job of the port they did. Oh, let me on my little spot. There we go. The real test after I've played the Pico version is, will I still be able to play the Quest version? Because I'm definitely getting my eye in now. What about you? Oh yes, easily done. Easily done. I could play that game a lot more than I do. Oh god, you all coming in now, are you? Okay. Doing this because I want the extra headshots. This is not the way to do the big guy, but now if we were particularly masochistic, I could farm headshots off of the Cupids here. I'm not going to do that. Oh, I got obliterated! Oh, excellent, well done. I see you take care of your minions, literally. I think you are gonna like Ghosts of Tabor, Tim. What's that? Yeah, I'm planning on doing some streaming of that game. It is, I mean, it's basically multiplayer only and quite competitive, but there are things that you can do. Again, it's basically the VR version of a game called Escape from Tarkov, if you've heard of that or haven't heard of that. I probably should be doing some work with these, you know. I'll come back for you. Stupid Desolation. I do want to have a look at Desolation, though, because I want to see... Again, it'll be more on your guys' eyes than my own. Oh, God, it's going to make me pick them up, isn't it? Yes. Brilliant. There's lore. I don't like the lore in this game. The reason why I don't like the lore in this game is because it confirms that we're the good guy. I liked it before the lore, and it was ambiguous at best, and we could be the bad guy. But no, we're the good guy. Stupid good guy. Yeah, I mean, we've already confirmed in one of the live streams that I did, to the best of my ability, that there's no difference. Nice flip, dude. There's no difference between the scoring in Desolation and Purgatory. And actually no, the testing was kind of conclusive. Where the extra scoring would be to get headshots. Nice one, Rico. Cheers, dude. Would be to get headshots on bats. I'll definitely have to show you guys Ghosts of Tabor. You'll love the organisation on there. You've got shelves. There's proper wall racks. all sorts, absolutely all sorts. But yeah, on IDU, there were places that I could have scored more points getting distance on screamers. That's the easy one. There's probably as many Black Knights. But yeah, where I think the points thing has been boasted about it being, like, even if it was what they said it was, 10% worth more than 10% more than Purgatory, that's not enough. And I think where that 10% is from headshotting bats. And they haven't accommodated how difficult a shot that is to make it consistently and to make it at distance. Hello, Fee. Yeah, I remember that stream too. He had a nightmare because he didn't sort it out. Because he does what Beanie does, which is classic of Beanie. He'll be like, "Ooh, hang on, I'll do exactly what he does." He'll go, "Ooh, I've got an idea. I'm going to do something." And then he'll do it straight away and won't plan it at all. So, live room reveal, Fee. Check it. Here's all my displays. There's my streaming setup. There's my IR caster beaming the good stuff all over my pajamas. Colour pass through. Colour pass through that actually doesn't have any kind of privacy settings, which is good. I wouldn't put them on even if it did. Thanks. I do believe they're Marvel. A little bit, yeah. Yeah, very impulsive. The thing is, like, I'll tell you one way to mess up doing a stream, and that is to not plan and to change things at the last minute. Beanie is guilty of doing both of those many times over. To be fair, Cam was as well. Just do Cam's a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to live streaming, and so he'll think of something and try and implement it moments before going online, and we see the results. But then the thing is that, you know, they're both just trying to entertain. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to take anything away from anybody, so I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not having any problems, Fee. I'm having to accommodate a little bit, but the more I'm playing, I think it might be more to do with the fact that my eye wasn't in for IDU, as opposed to just normal. Is that kicking on, is it? I thought I heard that once I was yammering away. No worries, Kicking. Cheers for joining us, dude. I'll definitely try and do some Ghosts of Tabor. I think you and you guys will love that. The organisation in that game is ridiculous. He'll possibly be back. We shall see. But the thing is, there's nothing for him to do. And he wants to play other games. I think he's kind of got out of gaming completely now. Yeah, I mean, the controller's definitely had an update. And, I mean, the other thing as well, Fee, is I'm very old hat at this game, so although I don't want to have to adjust, I know how to. I know it's not particularly good play, but the one thing that I will say now that I'm kind of getting into this, because it's as much comfort on the headset, and as I said, I'm not finding the setup that I have at the moment the comfiest. There's definitely some what feel like pressure points. But again, this is a new setup and I need the faceplate side of things. I need to get that adjusted. So I need to get something better than the stock one, because I am, as we have already talked about, very much a VR princess when it comes to comfort. I may not have thousands of pounds to spend on PC VR gaming, But you better bloody believe that I will take every leather-padded luxury foamed accessory there is going for VR headsets. But yeah, I know they definitely did an update on the Pico tracking on the controllers. Again, the real test will be when I'm starting to get my eye in now, I think we can agree. And the real test will be when I've got lenses, when I've got a comfortable, or it's reasonably comfortable, but when I've got a more comfortable... This should be more comfortable than my Quest was, and the reason being is because this is lighter. Although, having said that, I suppose I'm still getting used to the big old battery. So this is one of the other things that I'm now having a problem with, Fee. I've got Bobo batteries. I've got 3 of them, so I can now stream basically forever. I don't have to stop ever again. I would agree with that, but then having said that, it just takes the wrong person in my streams to give me some praise, and all of a sudden my head does get very big. So it's no surprise. No, sir. So it's no surprise that the headset doesn't fit so well on me. But yeah, I've got the M2 conversion kit for the Pico, which adds some comforting bits on the back and the battery depositor thing on the back and a more comfy strap on the top. I know, right? But it doesn't do anything for the faceplate side of things, whereas the Quest, I've got the full Halo version. I see, I got 3 just to make sure that I can have both of them charged and an extra one. No, you carry on, Sean. I've never had a problem with praise. I won't seek it, but I've got no problems with it. Yeah, this lighting is fucked. Yeah, that's definitely wrong. So, yeah, come on. Come on, Super Bright. You had one job with the port. Turn the lights off. I used to love it when it was dingy and dark. Yeah, that is a potential problem. I mean, one of the things that is good about the Pico is the headset, the strap is as comfy, I would have said, as an Elite strap once you have changed the faceplate. I know, right? It's not like you're going to do that, Sean. So, the thing that I do like about the Pico is it's all magnetic on the front as well, which makes taking things on and off real easy. And you don't feel like you're going to break something or snap something when you're taking things off and moving parts about and changing things. It's magnets and Velcro, basically, as opposed to, like, plastic catching or plastic cashings, I suppose. So... it's, and, you know, obviously... people who are developing solutions. What's that? What's that? Can you guys see that? Hang on, how can I... Oh, no, I can't. Oh, that's not how pass-through works, Rob. Fuck me. Can you guys see that? There's like a black... Hang on, I'm trying to see if you can see it in the stream. It's like a black door. I'm going to go and investigate now. Oh, you can see it then. Thought it might be like a secret pit entrance. Maybe a Pico exclusive Easter egg. That's still there, look. What is that? First bug report when? Oh! Oh, fuck you, lore. Oh. I hate the lore in this game. Have I said that I hate the lore in this game? Made me think there's some kind of fucking bug. Stupid lore thinks it's so smart. Oh dear. On. I did not say that. Hang on, let me see if I can. Hang on, you don't need to pause the game to airwalk. I mean, maybe you need to pause the game to airwalk, but I don't, as long as I know where my boundaries are. Oh, well, here's a demonstration in airwalking. It depends on what you want to talk about. I can't talk about too much about what I'm doing with them. I mean, there isn't much to talk about at the moment. But yeah, ask away and I will tell you what I can. The one thing that I should be getting is an account with all the games of Pico, which means that I can play anything that you guys want to see that's on there that's maybe on the quest as well, or things that are specific for the Pico, because there are a few. Like, for instance, I wouldn't be comfortable buying Saints and Sinners Retribution because it just sounds like Saints and Sinners 1.5. But if I'm giving it for free, yeah, I'll play that through. So, airwalking. The cheaty art, I suppose it's cheating or exploiting, I don't know, it depends on what you use it for. But basically, if you'll see that I am stood with my back to a wall and I have a runway. And so what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to move from here to here. I'm then going to turn around and, most importantly, turn my character around and then repeat the process. And that's what it looks like when I'm doing it here. Note as well, you can also pull down on the right stick and it will 180 you. And so if I actually, yeah, you guys can see the boundary, so you can see what I'm doing. If I hold my hand out here, move to here, crunch, and then you 180 yourself and then 180 your character, and then do the same again. 180 your character, 180 yourself, and do the same again. And then doing this, you can walk to places. So there's it's not really that useful. There's nothing really that you can gain advantage-wise from it. You, for instance, can't airwalk into Anakim's lair. He will not activate and become shootable until you touch the ground. So if you're thinking of exploiting him like that, that won't work. You can also no longer get a massive ladder and walk all the way back up to the top after teleporting down onto Anakim. I'm not entirely sure that you could do that to begin with. I'm pretty sure Beanie tried as well, because being a painter and decorator, he has access to ladders of that calibre. So, oh, orphan. To be fair, doing it pausing is a lot less risky than the way that I showed it, because if you do it whilst pausing, then it's the equivalent of like kind of doing it whilst you've got slow time activated. That's the best you can hope for. I think I showed you guys how you can walk. It's useful for nothing, but one of the experiments that I did on Asmodeus to try and... Hang on, give me a sec. To try and find a way to harvest loads of kills off of him without us having to do any work during the community challenge. And what I found is that if you don't kill the second incubus, I think it was. Is it the second incubus? the lava just keeps on. No, the first incubus, if you don't kill him and just keep dodging him, the lava keeps on rising on the level to the point where it can completely engulf. I don't know. I think we established that orphans did work on this basis in as far as turning up, but not. I think it's one of those ones where orphans turn up based on the challenge has been completed. Why do I keep on faffing around? I can see really easy now. Let's see. Dark tea. Lovely. I can't do that in a quest. Impossible. But yeah, there's a way that... So yeah, I think we established last time that orphans do come into the levels once the achievements pop and you complete a cycle. Because yeah, the orphan is here because I didn't spend any money in purgatory, possibly. Can't remember. Yep. I found that out a very, very long time ago. You could also do it with the bow. That I've actually got the bug report of that on my channel unlisted still, so I don't know when that'll be dated for. But yeah, I had them take that out, or, you know, I pointed it out to them, and I don't think you can do it anymore, so... But yeah, I think it was... Yeah, so what I did last time was I went through each level without going to the shop, or at least the first 3. Pico test? Pico accuracy test? Yes! In 2! That was definitely a hit. Could it be? Could it be that I am a better VR archer on the Pico than I am on the... No, it's gone now. Lost it. I had it and I lost it. I squandered it is what I did there, chat. So, yeah, that... They thought they'd corrected that after seeing that video, if we're thinking about the same video as far as Anakin's concerned. And I think I saw that and I was like, huh, does that still work? Because if that still works, I'm in a position where I'm supposed to be telling them to get rid of that sort of thing. And I found that it did, and I found that you could do it with the bow and the crossbow. And I did a recording and showed it to Super Bright, and they said, oh, we thought we patched that. Must have crept back in. So, it was actually, I mean, it wasn't easy to do, but definitely a thing. I love the little flip. It can only be better when they flip over something. Orphans, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta love them. No one else will. To go up to the roof. Yeah. If only it had some practical application. But yeah, because you know, they could probably try and take that out, but for the amount of effort that they would put into what Steeldo's talking about is this, that you can get up onto these rafters and then you can do that and teleport up and out. It is actually quite an effective way to quickly get out of that building. Practical wise though, not really, because you wouldn't be up there anyway. Although it's nice that you can, if you can do it, get into these rafters and walk around on them. So wouldn't it be great? This is where I would be if this was a multiplayer game. And I'd be up here waiting for you guys to come through that door, and then headshot for you and a headshot for you, and then move position. Oh. Right, we should really be using these because it's a free achievement, and I've still got to get 100%. Out of this at some point. We also need to die at some point as well. because I need to die multiple times. We'll do that in a minute. Just paranoid of putting a lot of work into this 666 headshots and not getting it, because it is a very long achievement to get, and yeah, I would get it eventually. Ooh, pit. If I remember rightly, that might have been unlocked from buying something in the shop, if memory serves. Now, I don't know these achievements off the top of my head because I've got an incredible memory. I'm questioning that one. I think it's that. It's actually because these are the achievements that I needed to remember to be able to try and manipulate a profile that was going to hopefully help me within the community thing and various tournaments like the speedrunner stuff, and seeing if there was a way that you could manipulate a profile so that you could cut down the randomness of the arrows that you were given when you were doing runner, because as we all know, runner just basically turned into, if you get the good luck of the draw on arrows and put a good performance in and know what you're doing, then you can get some absolutely ludicrous scores speed wise. And that's why I know some of these, because I tried to unlock the bare minimum. So let's go and check on our achievements, because I didn't do that earlier. And if I've got 666, then we are good. And we can, I'll just quickly die a few times whilst jumping into the pit and getting a handful of ghosts whilst I do it. There you go. So, first time I've ever played in Death Unchained, and I am... see where I am. Ooh, 22nd in the world. Oh, that's not bad. 260k. So there you go. Those of you who are interested in being a big fish in a small pond or after low-hanging fruit, Pico's the place for you. Look at those crossbow scores. Here's the important part. What? Do my eyes deceive me? We're going to have to put a challenge together here, chat. See if I can get first on the leaderboard. I'm going to have to do it vanilla, aren't I? Going to have to do it vanilla. What the? 32 minutes? Runner? What? Wow. Oh, such low-hanging fruit. Oh, it's so low. Oh, look, there's Rick. I believe this is Rick Bess. He is definitely keeping things alive in Pico land, because I know he's got a Pico. Anyway, right, what were we doing? I am looking for... Oh, why doesn't it? What am I looking for? It's the Harbinger. Oh, there we go. We're right on the cusp. So I couldn't tell you how many, but I can tell you the progress. So for those who, because I've seen some people say about like, how many headshots am I off for 666? I can't tell, and it's a really long achievement to get. If you come back here and actually look at the achievement whilst resting in Sanctuary, or before you go back into the portal, it will visually show you. So I'd say we should have it by the end of that, and then as soon as that pops, we'll take it easy, and I'll tone it down a notch, and we'll just go after some low-hanging fruit achievements to finish up, I think. So, or say finish up. Just been saying about how I never have to leave again. Ooh. It is on charge, isn't it? Yes. Ding, ding. Okay. So yeah, part of this whole getting Bobos and rechargeable hot swappable batteries. I know I've said previously that I don't want to do that because it just means I'll stay on forever, and it has been, not necessarily streaming, but it has led to an increase in game time and a decrease in productivity of videos. But it's a good thing, I suppose. I am supposed to be playing VR games, right? And let's not die in the pit. This close. Oh, extra ghosts. Extra ghost hack. Save the game. Come back. 3 more ghosts to add to your working tally. But it's part and parcel of the reason why I've done all of this is because of potential future commitments with Pico and potentially needing to not have stream time be an issue. All very mysterious. So, for those of you who are attempting to pit for the first time, clear a safe space and kill the rest of them. Simple as that. And as I think I've said before as well, don't be scared of the pits. Do them sooner rather than later. Because the later you leave it and the more achievements you get, the more crowded the pits become. Yeah, I don't think I was fully committed, if I'm honest, Tim. I'll be a bit more enthusiastic. I've said it all in a video. Be a bit more enthusiastic next time. Skeleton archers. Oh, I got it right in the chest. Definitely think I should do damage. But yeah, clear your safe space out. You start an area and then start expanding into the other areas of the level. Be careful of those stray shots flying down corridors. Abominations are easy kills, incubi rather, are easy kills if you can hit them in the head, because they just stagger, and they also drop their fireballs. And now we've cleared this lovely little safe space, we've got somewhere to always pull back to, and now we do one of two things. We either visually lure by getting into position and then moving back to safe space. This isn't ideal, but there's only 2 of them. Hello, Momity. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, they are the biggest spike of difficulty in the game, next to probably Paradise Lost. I remember, everybody, I've done a video on it, everybody remembers their first time coming into the pit. It's like, oh, archery game. Yeah, I'm pretty good at this. Oh, yeah, look at me, I'm pretty tasty. And then you come into the pits and it's like, and it usually ends badly. I haven't seen anybody not do that, and I've had a lot of people play IDU. I did that when I first started playing. I don't think... I'd love to be able to lie to you and say that I completed my first pit the very first time I went in there. I don't think that's true. So I remember not knowing what they were, and then the smirk on my face when I was like, oh shit, this is Dark Souls VR version. And I knew I had found my game. On the move. Oh, why didn't you go down? Oh, got plenty of blood to the lambs. So we still know where our safe space is. I'm being a little bit more... I was going to say adventurous, but it is just risky. Tell you what, actually, I'm just starting to feel it now. Maybe it's because my hands are a bit tired or loose or warm. Someone mentioned the vibration in the controllers, and I tell you what, it feels like tension when you... Like, it doesn't just feel like... They've done something with the vibrational motor. Either the pattern or the vibrational motors are better in the controller. And it's so subtle that I'm only now feeling it. And I think it's because I've been playing a while. And yeah, it feels like the best way to describe it is it feels how it sounds. That it feels like that. It's really good. Impressive. There is the possibility that that's exactly how it works on the Quest, but my Quest is so old now, and the controllers are so shit now that the vibration just doesn't do what it used to do. There have been plenty of occasions where I have battered one of my Quest controllers into the closest wall. That one. And like knocked something off of it, like the battery housing or cover or something along those lines, and then it just starts buzzing at me like it's angry. It's quite funny. And then I have to pull the battery out and put it back in again to stop it being angry at me. So yeah, maybe that. I don't know, or maybe the vibrational system's better in the Pico controllers. I can't comment. Don't know enough about it yet. Okay. I mean, again, I can't comment too much because my controllers are old, so... But I'm pretty sure... I don't know, I would have noticed that. In all the time that I've played, I think I would have picked up on that. It's very nice. Doesn't feel quite as in your face as the rumble effects are on the Quest version. Yeah, that's a given. The controllers are a lot more expensive. Yeah, wait your turn. I'm trying to headshot this guy. Oh, was that it? No, that was a ghost. I mean, that's what it kind of feels like with me. Yeah, I know you've had some problems with that, dude. Last minute, wasn't it? I never bother blocking these. Ooh, maybe that. Yeah, maybe they added it to the Quest, the Pro version. You might be right there, Steel. Then maybe they added it for the Pro version, and then they used the Pro version port to Pico, or no, it would be the other way around, wouldn't it? Because Quest Pro came out after the Pico? I don't know. One came before the other, definitely, and then things happened, and here we are. Great vibrational feedback. This is why I don't do VR news, alright? I don't care. I want to play the games that are here now, and I want to do them now. I don't want to look or speculate. Ooh. Clickety click. Just out of interest, if anybody... the soundbite is on the Discord somewhere, but if anybody does want that as their ringtone, I remember before the soundbite was on, that's the click that I used. I got a profile all the way up until that point, and the reason why I used that one is because as you are teleporting, it clicks, and it is silent as it clicks, so if you record, you can get a clean recording. That's where I originally got it. Took me several hours to get it. I got it, and then Beanie was like, bro, why didn't you just ask me for the soundbite clip? Fucking what? So, yeah. Should have thought ahead, really. But there was me thinking they wouldn't have that, so silly me. To be fair, it sounded about the same anyway, so it didn't make too much odds. Now, how far? We have this bloody headshot. Ooh, picked up a little bit of Reformation mastery there. Oh. I know something we need to do. Hello, Ninja, and yes, possibly. I don't have all the board games. See, this is the other thing, is I could probably do a stream just taking you through all the rubbish that have... Yeah, I might... Yeah, it does keep on popping up. Thing is... it's weird actually. It's not as in your face as the Quest version, so I'm barely registering that it's turning up, but obviously it's turning up. Let's see if we can check. Oh fuck, I've gone and killed them all now. Bastard. Try and get my inconceivable. Let's have a quick look in the settings, because I'm sure you're all dying to see the different settings. Alright, let's pause it first because we learned our lesson. Play boundary. No, this would be rewriting it. No. Try again. Ooh. I completely forgot that. Yes, you did see Runner in the Pico. I will be lazily drifting my way through to the #1 spot on both the bow and the crossbow later on. Mark my words. Play boundary. Distance sensitivity. Low. And you can adjust the floor level straight off the bat. That's cool. So you can adjust the floor level if you have any problems as its own setting. Hey, whoa, don't do that. Hey, just moved my entire bloody boundary. Oh, had to piss around, didn't I? Had to piss around. I was moved my entire boundary. Damn it. Oh, hang on. Maybe that's because I wasn't... Okay, so, yeah, I think someone was asking in the chat how you do boundary on... on the Pico. Redraw, yeah. Oh. Didn't even do it. Wow. Don't know about under 3 minutes. Right, so I have to be careful. Here's actually, it's not a bad shout because you can see what I do. So here's things that I do. I do that. And normally I put that within my boundary as well. I'll sort it out later. But the reason why I do it is because, and I would highly recommend this for Quest users, the reason why I would say if you have like a storage area like I have, I've lost games and game progress, thankfully only on Siege of Heaven, through, I don't know, running downstairs to answer my door and putting my headset outside of my boundary. And that seems to be the kicker for me as to whether it would like lose progress or lose the game or tracking or reset or whatever it is that it causes people to lose games, because I've heard people do that where they put the headset down or take the headset off just for a moment to go and do something, and then when they come back they have no game anymore. Right. Oh. Hang on, Sean. What was that? No, I don't have Mortal. And good riddance. I mean, if they want to swap Mortal, Purist over for Mortal, happy days. I will take that swap. Please don't take my precious runner away from me. Maybe I'll get Pico to put the thumb screws on super bright. Make him keep my precious, precious runner. Right, I need a knight. Well, even an abomination will do. Yeah, I've people that I know, and as oh, I just got lower. Yes, I've definitely got. I should not be the same size as an abomination. I'm huge in real life. No, I'm your guy's size. And does that really set me low? Need a knight. Oops. Now, here's the really long-winded way to do what I wanted to do. He's going to have to escort you all the way back. You on me. Here's another top tip for anybody who doesn't know this in Death Unchained. Providing they haven't changed anything on the code, if you are walking and you have enemies behind you, yeah, I'll have to have a look at that. I'll have to redraw the Guardian again. If you have an enemy behind you and you continue to locomotion, as long as you look directly forward, they cannot get to your hitbox. I should be able to stop, and he will just stand there, unable to hit me. Is that true? You're a dick. So, yeah, if I hadn't looked around, he would have just stayed there, swinging his axes and not being able to do anything. So what we're doing here is we are luring the knight out onto this platform. And the reason being is because I want to get an inconceivable ranged headshot, because it just so happens I know the exact distance of inconceivable. It's a thing. So the way that I would do this, and if you do this shot, if this is the longest shot you ever make, or the longest shot you've ever done up until this point, you'll unlock 3 achievements from this one shot. Is it that one? I think it's that one. Or is it that one? Don't even know if I'd see it from there. No, it's that one. It might not be this one. Don't know, maybe. We'll see. So, once you've got into the edge... Was it this one? I can't remember if I'm one too far back. It's been a while. Yeah, it's a good bit of extra scoring. I find it fucking boring, though. I really do. It is, but the thing is, it's the way to play the game. So, hey! Oh, I must have already got it then. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Fuck. Oh, well, never mind. But yeah, good scoring strategy that, if you can be asked. You can literally lure every knight and abomination out to here and headshot them. And yes, yeah, I thought it was. Honestly, I wasn't showing off. I couldn't remember. I am not showing off. Although definitely getting the eye in. Definitely. Right. The only thing... Yes. Yeah. I can... hang on. Let me just make sure I understand that question before I go. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, that's... From what I understood of that, Stealthio, it was... Oh, and also, hello, Stealthio. Sorry, I thought you were another guy, Steel. Hello, dude. On the quest version, if you teleport to battlements, knights and abominations will stop walking towards you. Yes, that. This is a straight port for all intents and purposes, of the IDU that we all know and love on the quest. So everything that's in that is exactly the same in this. The only thing that people are saying is that potentially the textures look a little better and things look a little bit clearer from what you guys are watching. Again, I'll do a bit of a comparison of that. As far as in the headset's concerned, one of the things that I will say is I haven't made that shot on the quest though for a very long time. If I'm right, normally at that range, I knew it wouldn't be that range because the monk, or the person wouldn't appear on the edge of. So perhaps the draw distance is a little better on the Pico. I don't know. Again, these are things that I will test, and I'm sure I'll do a comparison video or something along those lines. So, but only if there's like major comparisons. There's no point me, comparing the little things if they are little and inconsequential. What was it doing? I've done the headshot. I've done the thing. We still haven't got. Oh. Hang on. Better go and check. Is it hard? I think it's that one. Just want to know whether I'm clear to die or not. Got work to do! But yeah, good question there, Stefio. It's worth asking, because you never know. This might be like an upgraded version of, well, this is... I hope so. Otherwise, that's going to make things a little harder for the Pico. I don't see why that wouldn't. That wouldn't be a game limitation. That would be something that will take hardware limitations into consideration and then adjust accordingly. So a more powerful headset wouldn't then mean more enemies. Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. I shouldn't have. Because I don't need Divine Sight and don't need the chance of it showing up. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Ooh. Steady. If I really wanted to be a dick. Like, really, really wanted to be a dick about some people that... I mean, to be fair, it looks like nobody cares about the... or rather, they're only just getting started. The hopefully so. I think I could get top of the leaderboard on all of these modes in both the bow and the crossbow, in Runner, Fletcher, and Purist in one stream. Now, how long that stream would be? I mean, that's a challenge, right? That would be... I'd say it'd be impressive, but... I mean, it'd be a thing to do. You know, about impressive. Right, let's... They have sorted it out, haven't they, now? They've got latest achievement. Well, no, they're not latest achievement. We got it. Yeah, we got it. Right, cool. So we can die now. Is there anything... Hello, Mikkel J. Nope. Time to die. So now it's going to be about putting work in. I'm not being precious about trying to get so many achievements in a run right from the start, because to do that you need to have a plan of attack, like I had in the stream that we've done of that already. No, Pico has lovely, lovely Runner! Yeah! It's because we love Runner. Runner's so good. Runner's different, Runner's timed, Runner's practiced for tournaments, because you know that Super Bright are going to make the next tournament speed-based. So how can you prepare for that tournament without a speed run mode? Well, you can't. And so nobody can actually practice these things in in a competitive setting, which basically means that you will always see the same names at the top. Yeah, but I don't... But to what end, Sean? What does that do? It doesn't help me, and it just will make a lot of people feel not so great about themselves because they're not top anymore, or knock them off. I mean, like, think of poor Weeble, all right? If I get first on the board, it'll knock him down a position. Maybe he was very happy with 12th. Maybe he doesn't like the number 13. I consider these things, all right? Yeah. That's not going to help us. I suppose we could get some kills with wildfire. Oh, I tell you what. Yeah, that's the big one. I don't know. He's not top. Did I come? No, not on Mortal. No, I didn't come first on Mortal. I haven't got the... I'll be honest, I haven't got the concentration span, I don't think. And a lot of my gaming... I mean, having said that, though, things can change. Part and parcel of the reason why I haven't been putting anywhere near as much time into IDU as I want to is because I'm streaming to you guys. Now, that's not a detrimental comment. The reason being is because previously with my battery, as we have seen from some of the streams that I do, if I play games during the day and then put the Quest headset on for anything less than like 6 to 8 hours, then I can't last the normal 3 hours that I would get. I don't even need to be getting headshots. I can't last the normal 3 odd hours that I used to get. I've had some streams where I've been playing a game during the afternoon, haven't put my headset on charge a load, and so have had to end the stream early. And I am hyperly aware of that. Now that I have unlimited battery, though, the games begin. The one actually... Oh, that's very noticeable. The music is definitely... It's these guys. What a choir. Right. Oh, hang on. That is my little alarm reminding me to turn my screensaver mode off so that I don't burn my pillow by me inevitably going to sleep with my phone in my hand and tucking it under the pillow at night, because I've done that before. My phone got very hot from being on all night and left under a pillow. Not advisable. These won't... Oh yeah, I can get some headshots though. No. No, I want the head... Oh, still got one left. I thought I saw a second nut on it, so it's an archer. Never mind. I was thinking I could do more with Winter's Bite then than I actually could. Would have to be headshots. Yes! Ivory! Well, that's all the bows unlocked. And the crossbows. I ain't got time for this. Right. So yeah, that I might have to invest in some headphones, but the speakers on the Pico, I mean, I've had to warp how my speakers sound on the Quest 2 so that you guys can't hear the gameplay through where my microphone is located, but I've been able to set the Pico up a little bit differently with my mod mic, which has helped. And I don't know, the sound felt a little bit more directional. And obviously some of you've commented that you've got headphones in and you've heard it as well. So yeah, again, something I'll be looking at when if I do a comparison. Right, what do we do? What do we do? What have I got unlocked? Just get runner unlocked quick. To unlock? 25 enemies in a minute. Fucking hell. God, you'd have to be going some to do that, wouldn't you? Did we say slow time? We said no slow time. Oh, I could get them all unlocked here if I'm clever. No slow time. Go. Let's try and get the sigils unlocked, shall we? This actually might be more difficult than I'm giving it credit for, because I haven't got very many enemies. Hope someone's counting. I'm not. Ooh, volley 3. That's a good arrow. Can't pick it up, though. Don't know if that's the achievement or not. Assume it is, but can't assume. Must keep going. Keep thumb off of slow time. Yeah, no worries, Tim. Do not. I mean, yeah, I heard that you were able to be here because work, but yeah, try not to be a stranger, dude. I've loved having you in the live stream. Come back soon. Yeah, that's all of them. Look, I love all of you being in the live stream, alright? Not just him. I've just been told to make a song and a dance of Tim. No worries, dude. Right, that's runner unlocked. Now for Purist. So, just in case you didn't know, and we'll go back for that volley later, this is how you unlock all 3 sigils. Hopefully, in one sitting. Don't grab those. So basically now need to keep doing what we're doing, but we don't have to do it in any speed. Just need to be quick on those first 25 enemies. I mean, yeah, but obviously people have been playing... I've only been playing... the Pico version for not so long, which is why you've got the likes of Rick Bess and such at the top, because, well, yeah, I would imagine the vast majority of people that are on the IDU leaderboards are in a particular country that can't actually get them, so it does make things a little difficult for you. Down you go. Come on now. Whee! Steady. That is the big one that I see a lot of people make the mistake of. No. Who doesn't? Rick Bass. Oh, there's loads of arrows about at least. Cool. So yeah, my top tip for getting the purist side of things unlocked, obviously do not use arrow select. So try not to kill things too close, because you can pick up health by walking through it. The other one I could say is try not to take hits, that way you cannot pick up health, but that might be a little bit harder said than done, or easier said than done rather. And what you want to do is, or the way I found to do it, if you are well trained in the arts of slow time, or hopefully not when you're trying to do this, keep your thumb on the left stick. That way you cannot press slow time if your thumb is always on something else. Is there still guys up there? I can't remember if I got them. Nope. Nope. Oh, it's an... Ah, yeah. Thanks. Cheers. Did me a solid there. Didn't have to embarrass myself with a load of long-ranged misses. So... Oh, I wonder how long, if I stream, how long it'll be before, like, I get a completely different load of people in the chat. Have all the people coming in from, what would it be, well, yeah, probably like Japan and stuff, wouldn't it? Maybe with the wrong side of the timings for that. I'm not playing that much longer. Get this done, and then I might shelve... Well, not shelve, I'm still playing my own time, but I might give the Pico a bit of a rest on the whole streaming front, because I've still got plenty of other things to play. Ghosts of Tabor definitely needs to have a look at, for those of you who like Into the Radius. If you want a competitive survival shooter, that's it. Well, that's at least one smooth original in the chat then, regardless. So, yeah, I might wait until I have the lenses through and a comfier faceplate. Because I think that'll make a world of difference. Because I won't lie, I am feeling it now. What are we, 3 hours in on streaming? But bear in mind as well, on top of this, I have also been playing my quest all day. I've been playing the Stellaris game. Don't get hit. There you go. Yeah, it's something. The thing is, it's something that I haven't experienced yet. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to being mid-range. I might not be able to put the big scores in if damage. It can be absolutely fucking fatal if you don't have armor. You know, especially if armors are as rare. I mean, the one thing that I would have said is always going to be my top tip in that scenario for survival, and one of the problems that I have, and Beanie definitely has, is don't get bored. Don't try, be patient, and if you can't be patient, you're probably making mistakes because you are trying to keep yourself entertained. That's what I do. That's what I know Beanie does. He'll be doing things and then start getting bored, and then you'll see him stop using slow time and charging about the level like a fucking lunatic when it's like on purist or something, because he gets bored with it. And then the other thing that he does, and I'm guilty of this as well, is he'll make a mistake that he'll get hit by, and then he'll just compound that error by making more. And it's hilarious to watch because he knows he's doing it as well. And I've been guilty of the same. It's easy to do. So, yeah, don't get bored. The other thing as well is know where to take your breaks. Now, what do I mean by that? Putting in a decent session will allow you to get a decent bit of work done. That we all want, because getting those big scores takes bloody time. One of the things that you might not have considered is where to take your breaks and take them in those same places each time, so that you know what you have got to look forward to or expect next. What you definitely should not do on Purgatory is a good example is, like, for instance, if I was thinking, oh, I'm going to come off now, right? I've got two options. I can either come off now and actually come off now after finishing this and leave some enemies in that fortress for me to warm up on before Anakim, or do Anakim now. So what you don't want to do, clear out the fortress, clear out the entire level, clear out the pit, and then save it just before going in to do Anakim. That's how you lose runs. Most bosses, like, it's not too much of a problem to do that on Gabriel. Maybe on higher cycle Asmodeus. you might want to avoid that. I also would make sure you do a pit. Do not have the pit as the first thing you have to do when you come back to a session. That's just asking for trouble. Now, let's... Have we got the... I haven't heard... Yeah, I've got runners. So yeah, try, don't come in. This game is hard. This game is difficult. It requires a lot of concentration. Do not come into this game cold. Otherwise, you will feel the wrath. The amount of life that I've lost personally through doing that. Oh yeah, I can play this game. I can hit heads. I can do this. I can do that. I can do the other. And then you just start getting into the flow, and then the game gets you. And you lose life. And it then compounds. The mistakes compound quite quickly in some occasions. I'd also like to think as well, since the other one as well is what you listened to me on as far as Blood of the Lambs, I think we can both safely say, hey, there we go. Right. That. Oh no, Stormy Abbey. Fuck. I think we can both safely say that you are probably finding part of your survivability, or not a massive part, but at least a little bit, down to the fact that you are using the bloods correctly. And for those of you who don't know, when you have... There we are. Yes? Yes, there's purists. Right, now. So we've unlocked runners. I'll come back to that point in a minute if I don't remind me. Actually, I'll say it now. So, yeah. When you get down to one piece of life gone... Don't pick up bloods if you have the 30% chance of getting a double heal out of them or not. Always have this, if you have that 30% chance unlocked, and the players that are at higher cycles know what I'm talking about, always pick them up when you have space to accommodate for a 2, because it is my belief that a heal, when you pick it up, will be a 1 or a 2 heal, regardless of whether you can accept the double heal. So that's why you always leave those things till last. Anyway, so. What was... Oh, no, oh, yes, we can. Oh, fuck me. Right, it was kill an enemy with 3 different kinds of arrows consecutively. So if we go... Oh, it wouldn't have mattered. I could have just swapped them over, couldn't I? So if we go... 1... Oop. God, as well. Very close then. Unlike me. Thinking too hard, obviously. So even if we didn't have enough quivers, it wouldn't have mattered. We could have done 2 kills with each of the ones in our normal quivers and then replaced one of them. I'll just go to a shop. I think, I haven't tested, but in other things, a Cupid's Wrath and, say, a Cupid's Wrath times 3, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure they count as the same arrow. And I know that sounds obvious that they should, but no, one's times 3, one's times 4. Right, we'll take a wildfire. When doing this one, try and go for the things that kill. Wow. But are you saying they were... Did you stick to my rule and they were still all singles? Because if they were, then that's just bad. That's just terrible luck. But, like, if any of the times you pick them up, you had 1 life remaining and you picked them up, well, that was probably your double for the times that you did it. Ricochet needles. Well, that'll have to do. Right, so let's get the ricochet needles. That one can go there. So we've already got a kill with Cupids. This is to unlock. So we've unlocked... So I'll explain what I've done. Unlock runner by killing 25 enemies within a minute. Do not use slow time because it counts against you for the timer. as in you are in slow time, the timer is not. Then continue on with your thumb on the joystick and plow through the entire level without pressing slow time, picking up any arrows, picking up any health. Stay away from enemies as best you can, because if you do take hits and walk through health or armor, you will pick it up, and then that will nullify your purest shot. And then the last one that we're going to do, when you have cleared 90% of the level, I can pick these up now. When you've cleared 90% of the level, ooh, that was tingly. When you've cleared 90% of the level, then the purest one will pop. When you've done that, then just pick any three old arrows up and proceed to get a kill consecutively with them. As I've just demonstrated, if you only have the 2 slots because you're unlocking this super early and haven't died or whatever, then you can get a kill with an arrow that's equipped, go to the shop or find 2 other arrows, buy them, and then do that. So wildfire kill, idiot, wildfire kill, and is it without missing? It's not, is it? Shit. Shit. Hang on. 1. It's probably without missing, isn't it? 2. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's just incredibly bad luck then, I guess. There we go. Right, so it probably was without missing. I can't remember. Without reading the text. So, here's an interesting thing. Note how let's see if there's some more enemies quickly. Go and do the pit and die in there. Now, I believe we have Cataclysm, the arrow, open, which means that we also have the upgrade for Cataclysm, as in, it does more damage. Yeah, let's go in the pit and do it. Now, as you'll have seen throughout the start of this game and this stream, and that's if this still works, I have not got a kill with a Cataclysm. For those of you who may be watching this and don't know what a Cataclysm is, it is the classic explosive Rambo arrow. That's a bit. Oh no, it's only cycle 1, I guess. Cycle 1, yeah. Now, why am I banging on about that? Well, one of the things that I found when I was doing some testing a long time ago, and I can't remember why, and it was kind of useless, but I think it made it into my Missiles in a Minute series, was that Cupid's Wrath kills count as explosive kills for the purposes of the Cataclysm upgrade. So as you can see, I have not got a Cataclysm kill. No, that's fair. No, but I remember you used to complain about it a lot, and then I said about doing that, and I think you adopted it then. So, but hey, at least you're doing it. So, but then there are just times where you'll feel like you get unlucky. That does happen. Right, let's get the ghosts killed here. Ghost kills, if they suicide on you, do not count as a kill. Even though they have died, and they have died because of you, they do not count as a kill. Do need orphans. Oh, I should be getting these as well. And what can an orphan not do while she is burning? She cannot leave. She can still teleport, can't leave. That is true of any arrow that has damage over time effects. pestilence. I mean, we do need kills for it, so might as well bag them. Mainly here for the ghosts, because that's the one that's going to take us some time. Actually, have we been hit yet? I don't think we have. And we're doing this reasonably quick as well. And we are here for achievements. Ooh, Titan! That's something I've not seen for a while. Nice skip. Notice how the slow-mo comes out when I realise that I might be able to do something that I wasn't planning on doing. Now, I think for the purposes of timing, we could just leave and it would count. You don't have to kill everything, it's when you can exit. And for the perfect of doing it without losing life, the same is true. Actually, I've probably already got both of those, to be fair. Did go through purgatory pretty quick. Yeah, got both of those already. Well, at least we got the innocent one. Right. That makes dying... it can take a while. It can be one of those ones that can take ages to drop. Old Titan. Ah, but Fee. I remember... Oh, Grace of God, yeah. I was going to say, if it was Titan... Yes, I do believe it does. It doesn't have to be via the tick damage. It can be the initial kill or the tick damage. But if they die... Hang on. We'll have a look at the wording, because I remember having this argument with Beanie last time, and I think he was wrong. I mean, that's usual for Beanie, but, you know... all the information, doesn't know, behind the times, has been, some have called him, just saying. So, let's, best way to do this, don't think... You alright, bro? We were just talking about you. Yeah, it was all good, yeah. What, rewind? No, you just know... from me that it was all good. Oh dear. Well, hey, look, at least he's doing this job as community manager, right? Right? Give the man a hand. He's here. Lurking. So... what was I doing here? It's gonna die for some reason. I need to do this. I suppose you do need to do multiple Anakims. Double quivers. Oh yeah, yeah, Fee. I remember a time when you had quite a lengthy disagreement with me downrating, what amulet was it? Resistance privilege? Or, no, unusual fortitude. Whichever the health one was. And I was just about to make the joke of, oh, maybe you didn't pick up Titan because you took your favourite amulet, but that's not the case. Anakin easy mode? Ooh, Titan number 2, confirmed. I know Keith's already confirmed that. Anakin easy mode? Oh, what, they're going... Oh, what, is that still on the Pico? They're going up onto the balcony thing? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, I need to die now. What? Yeah, is that balcony thing still happening? I know it was patched on the Quest version, but... Oh. My ears are starting to go numb. Come on. Okay. Anakim easy mode, isn't that just Winter's Bite, Hand of God, Volley 5 or whatever? Is it something that makes Anakim, like, can we use different arrows then now? Or probably not, still have to use the same ones. I mean, I really... Why is he number 1? And what does the number mean? Because surely the higher the number, the more they've killed. So... I don't get it. I have 55. So, few more to get. What time are we on? I don't think I'm going to be able... I'm going to have to get a clock in here now, aren't I? Oh, I can just about make that out. 11:30. 11:30. Oh, okay. Oh, really? Oh, we'll have to have a look at that. Is that something that's crept in there, or is this something that we've completely overlooked? What's it doing? Go. That one. Yep. What's the old battery like? Not charging. Hot swap time. See, I wasn't kidding. Right, so front one out. Front one is now charged. Front one. Active reload. Successful. Move that one to there. This one to here. I'll have to have a look at that. And that one. So I've just got a full one going in. That one's almost charged. And that one's now back on charge. So even, because this was my fear that like streaming does chew battery life, but it looks like 3 is the magic number. Anyone got any questions? Anyone want to see anything? Anyone want to do anything? I'm a bit limited as to what I can do with the Pico because I've only got In Death Unchained, and I will hopefully have the ability to... Oh, I'll have to have a look then. I've only got the ability to play this and a driving game at the moment, which is actually quite fun. I'm still waiting on a library unlock, and I don't think I can show you the Pico version of Into the Radius yet. So I want to get clarification from the devs before... Oh, is that the one using Holy... Oh, right, Holy Light as well. So is that because Holy Light is now permanently glitched, or shall we call it that it's been improved? Is it doing the 400% damage thing? Well, I learnt from you, Beanie, so right back at you, bro. If you believe that, you'll believe anything. Competition. There you go, Beanie. I had fantastic competition/opposition at the time. So, and your follow-up question, Beanie, might be, how do you get so good at streaming the Pico? First time, prior planning, preventing piss-poor performance, is what I would tell you, sir. So, right, I know I said I was going to stream infinitely, but I've kind of done everything that I wanted to do, and well, to be fair, I'm going to cut all of that out. So, but yeah, I think we'll end it there on me learning everything from Beanie Bombshell. So thank you all very much for joining me. This has been In Death Unchained on the Pico 4, and I've been Silver Tongue Devil. Good night.